Hey, what's up, everybody? Ooh, we got a rare treat here today. I'm playing Snatcher for Sega CD. Super, super rare game nowadays, and it's really cool that I get to bring it to a speedrun like this. Just trying to get one last thing looking nice for you guys. All right, there. Now we're really in business. Let's do it. So another thing is I do have this. Put it in front of the camera, actually. It's right there. I was going to originally play this on console for this. But my capture card stopped working. So, why did it pause again? Cool. There we go. Okay. So, this is just the disc alone nowadays is $1,000. So, I wanted to play it on console for that reason, but also I bought like 3 capture cards so far this year, and I don't know what's going on, but they ain't working for me. So we're playing Snatcher on emulator. But at any rate, I'm very excited to do it. You heard right there, a little bit of an audio glitch. There are tiny little audio glitches like that at the end of cutscenes because we're on emulator, but it's all good. We're about ready to start, so I'm going to give the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begins. Here we go. We're skipping the cool cutscenes in the beginning, unfortunately. But, the run has begun. We gotta skip some of the cutscenes. As many as we can. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game.
We have $1,000 for the disc.
Just the disc. $1,000. Yeah, man. Oh, what? Come on, man. Why? My controller. Seriously? Did you guys hear that happen? Sorry about this. My controller unplugged itself or something. See what happens when you can't run on console? Oh well. Oh, it says it's still there. Okay, try again. Not still there though. Sorry. You see, it's not even saying anything new. It says all the controls are still there, it's just not working now. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, I know what happened. Oh, that was all me. You know what? I got too excited, guys. Sorry about that.
It happens.
That's a false start. Yeah, so it's really important that I change the config, the controller config, because watch this. I was way off. Okay. Wasn't even anything wrong with the controller. Skill issue. Alright. So yeah, I don't know why they choose to... I do almost the opposite of the default controls in this game, so very important. It makes it seem like my controller is unplugged when I don't have it set correctly.
Things seem disgusting. I'm gonna be one of those people that drinks coffee monster.
Oh, look, it's working. Okay, so...
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
I'm gonna try to not talk actually over stuff, like the cutscene audio, but, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that.
I'm taking all the voice acting.
Mr. Seed?
Gillian's fine. You can call me Gillian, Mika.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of
Okay,
voiceovers in this
Gillian.
run.
I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
Once we get rolling, it's pretty cool. They wouldn't allow this on speedrun.com. This is only the second time this game has ever been speedrun.
They wouldn't allow it.
No,
Chief
they say
Cunningham,
it's too
Gillian
close to like
Seed
a
is here.
visual novel.
I brought him in as
sort
you
of thing.
requested.
But watch.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham,
This-
the Chief of Junker
This is
Operations.
just Act 1
Gillian Seed.
notes.
I've been transferred here from the
This
17th
is
Special
just
Forces
for the
Division.
first third of the game.
I've heard all about your special training in the
It's,
military, Seed.
it's
I
legit
hope you'll
speedrun.
put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
I can see your point there.
Alright, so yeah, there's a really, really involved backstory to this game. Why don't you say what do you think the backstory is?
It's hard to pin exactly what I think. But it's like, oh, me and my wife have amnesia. It's like we didn't even meet, so how do I know her even her relationship? Like, how do we even
That
know
should be
we're ever in a
enough to
relationship?
make your duties
Isn't
as a
that just
Junker
your
quite
wife?
clear. This is your Junker ID card. It will identify you as a Junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I
Double
see.
amnesia,
Sort of
it's
like
true.
a police officer's badge, huh?
And here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city.
A little
You'll
cash.
need this sooner or
A
later.
little cash is what he just
Sounds
gave
like
him.
it's a rough
Remember that
place
for
out
later.
there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Alright, yeah, so you're like a special police officer that's looking for undercover robots, pretty much. But your wife is estranged from you because you both have amnesia, like very bad amnesia. So like, I guess you just couldn't get it together, even though like you like each other and nothing's seemingly wrong. But that's the explanation. And this is day one of your new job as a junker.
Day one's on the floor, stats me on.
Alright, so this is a perfect example of why there needs to be strats. Because, like, you can wander and wander at places like this in the game. What you really have to do is loop every room.
Oh, good. Harry's
and then
back.
he shows up.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right? Haven't we met somewhere
You
before?
have never...
No, I
You
don't
didn't know
believe
about
so.
this part.
Really?
No.
I guess I must be imagining things.
This is a reference, obviously, to another Hideo Kojima game.
I know. All right,
Pretty weird
allow me to
reference.
introduce the Navigator, which I designed especially for you. Hey, Metal Gear, get out here.
Looking pretty solid today. Gonna try not to talk about the painting. Like I usually do.
Metal, introduce yourself.
So
Yes, sir.
funny.
Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2.
Like,
I am
listen,
programmed
Metal
to be your
Gear is
personal
my
assistant.
intellectual property. I'll
Metal
put him
Gear?
in Snatcher
That's
if I
a pretty
want.
weird name.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
Thank you.
His little chicken.
I think he's turning red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear Menace of the late 20th century. But quite unlike
From
that Metal Gear,
Nintendo.
this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
I know.
Oh, that's right. Don't panic yourself. I got it right over here. This is your blaster, the official weapon of a
blaster.
junker. It's got full user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how she feels.
Shoot me.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably light.
I love the world building of this
You
line.
bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the Army uses.
That's the only
She's put
reference to the
together
army
with
in
the
this whole
latest
game.
carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit. And her ergonomic design optimizes both functionality and firepower. Well, what do you think, Gillian?
I'll take it.
I love that line too.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Now you have to ask about Metal Gear a second time after asking all those options, or else you don't get this super hype adrenaline pumping cutscene.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in. Connecting.
Oh man, this will bring those that have played this game
According
back.
to probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Gillian, that means you. You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
We must hurry. We'll use a turbocycle to travel to the scene.
Be careful, Gillian.
This is a turbocycle, specially designed for
turbocycle.
junker use. In addition to three-wheeled ground travel, it is
Not
capable of
the, not
hovering
the
and
OP green
high-speed flight.
turbocycle.
The vehicle is also VTOL capable,
We call it
so takeoffs
turbocycle.
and landings in narrow areas present no difficulty.
A flying tricycle, huh? I just came in one of these things.
Why?
We have been assigned this
Just more
vehicle for
world
use in our
building.
investigations.
Let's go. There's no time to spare. Jean needs our help. Alright, here's the first.
Now departing for the abandoned
After
factory.
this cool cutscene.
First day on the job, and now this. Ace Junker Gibson has cornered a suspected snatcher. I wonder if this guy really is a snatcher. Guess I'll find out now if all that training really paid off.
Yeah. Alien Seed, Junker. So, they are trained to investigate and find snatchers, which are pretty much what they sound like. We did skip the cutscene in the beginning that would explain it. But, anyway, first speedrun strat of the game. First real speedrun strat. Come on, you telling me that's not a speedrun? Come on, look at how speedy that speedrun is. Yeah!
Oh,
Nailed
no!
it.
What was that?
A male scream. Perhaps something has happened to Jean-Jacques. Gillian, please use extreme caution. I read multiple moving objects within the factory. This could indicate the presence of snatchers or insectors.
Oh, they're just people that work there.
Insectors? What in the world's that?
A spider-like robot used by snatchers as security devices.
much exactly
Though
what it
compact in
sounds like.
size, they are armed with needle guns. Use extreme caution.
Yeah, I got it. Extreme caution. Alright. Here we go. Yeah. This always I definitely have PTSD from this part of the game. Not joking.
What the?
It's Little John.
Little John?
Yes. Jean-Jacques Gibson's personal navigator.
Alright, let's see. What's up with old Little John?
Well,
Okay.
what do you think? Can you get this memory chip
So
out
our
of there in one piece?
partner's Metal Gear equivalent is in pieces on the floor here. We
Memory
got
chip retrieved.
possible Snatcher. Alright. Watch out, guys. For real. Content warning. It's about to get super real. I have kept this from you.
From me.
Here we go. Ready? Ready? You ready for this?
No.
Oh.
You will
Dear God.
I'm assuming you saw this when you were like 8.
Yeah, 9 years old. I was playing this game. This is I rented this from Video Horizon, Massachusetts. That was like right when the T for Teen ratings, or whatever those ratings are called, came out. Nobody knew about them really yet. So yeah, I played this as a 9-year-old.
Like a trauma.
Yeah.
Getting you prepared. Well,
So yeah, this is very, very intense part of the game. Even in routing, as a grown-ass man, I tried to get past this scene as quick as I could. It's just so yucky. Right now, I'm not even looking at my notes. You know, I'm just trying to get out of there. Investigate. 15. Go to the...
search the house.
Alright, so...
Now
Here we
analyzing
go.
recovered hair sample. Analysis complete.
So,
Results on the
this
display.
is what also hooked me as a kid. It's
Chromosomal
like, it's
analysis of
super
cells from
crazy
the papilla and
intense
root reveal
stuff.
46XY.
Also
Subject
intense
is male.
music, but also
Hair color, brown.
very
Hair structure reading of
intense
65
like
indicates
science
European
and
subject
world
with
building
wavy
and
hair. 3.
explanations and an
Attachment of root structure
investigation.
and thickness of the base of the strand suggest hair was
Very
pulled out of the
gripping.
follicle.
Just like put that
Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type A,
These
Rh
scenes
factor
have
negative.
really, really good
5.
pixel
Cell
art
component
too.
distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds.
Like that says
The results
possibility
of the
in the
analysis
red
strongly
text at the
suggest that
bottom.
the strand of hair was pulled from the scalp of Jean's attacker during their struggle.
You can make out
This
words,
strand of hair
but some of them aren't
certainly came
words.
from a male
It
European
must have been
blood
hard
type
to
A
make.
negative snatcher.
Yes, yes. Very
Now
good
analyzing
call.
recovered tissue sample.
Gibson, definitely a reference to William Gibson.
Analysis complete.
Many,
Results on the
many,
display.
many Blade Hunter.
1. Enzyme antibody
references,
analysis
Blade
indicates
Runner
subject is blood type
references.
O, Rh factor negative.
That's funny, they call
2.
Blade Hunter
Chromosomal analysis of
the
cells
equivalent in
sample reveal
Rise of the Dragon.
46XX.
That's what you see.
Subject is female. 3. Cell component distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds. 4. Number of melanocytes in sample indicates that subject is Caucasian. The results of the analysis strongly suggest that the tissue sample, a cluster of skin cells, was scraped from the subject during a struggle with Jean. These skin cells almost certainly came from a female European blood type O negative snatcher.
What type of negative snatcher?
Oh, yeah, now we have to go back to Gibson.
An analysis of Jean's stomach reveals a major
This
lesion in
part
the
really
region of
was
the
like
gastric membrane.
mind-blowing as a kid.
So, John had an ulcer, huh?
They
Yes.
cut open
In addition, I read
his
a
stomach
substantial quantity
to
of
find out what
partially
he ate.
digested organic compounds
And it's like part of the story progression,
If you
legitimately.
can determine the composition and the degree to which the food's been digested, we may be able to
It's safe
figure
to
out where
say, as
Sean's
a
been.
9.5-year-old, I had never been experienced to storytelling like this.
Now making incision in Jean's stomach to analyze organic compounds present.
Main character is
Analysis complete.
William
Results on the
Gibson
display.
analog.
Results of the
Another main
analysis
character
indicate the
we'll
organic
see
compounds
is
are
a Roy
primarily composed
Batty
proteins
analog.
that have been exposed to digestive acids for approximately 3 hours. Amino acid structure of the protein suggests the meat is that of a buffalo.
Buffalo meat?
Yes, buffalo meat. The results indicate that Jean ate buffalo meat somewhere about 3 hours before he was killed. I'm reading movement.
Alright, we're done with that screen. Oh, good God. Oh.
Snatchers?
Unable to confirm. I suggest we investigate.
Let's try.
There are several parts in this game where it turns out it just wants you to do stuff. It doesn't want you to do certain things. It just wants you to do stuff. So you can
Put
do
some
anything.
sort of effort in and move on.
Yep, just do a little anything. They want you to turn up your volume of your television at this part of the game too. Try turning up the volume on your TV. Oh, it's look. I knew it.
Whoa!
A time bomb?
That's such a good face graphic.
Immediately! There is little time!
Anything could happen. Should I save? What do you think? Shots fired, baby. See me drop my weapon for a minute there? That's funny. Yeah, so there are shooting scenes in this game.
Looks like they released this game
We're
with
getting
2
out
shots.
of here!
Sorry,
They didn't do too much.
What's wrong with you? Hurry it up!
I am incapable of locomotion.
What on earth are you blabbering about? Let's go! It's gonna blow!
Please save yourself.
I'm not 100% sure of what their appearance rate is.
Stupid robot! Come
It's definitely not always the same. I think it is random. No, I think it is completely randomized. But I also think it might be
Jeez.
not based on the amount you kill, but they're all
That's because you
timed
left the volume
scenes.
turned up.
Those types of
Damn
scenes.
snatchers.
There is no need for concern. I have stored all the information about the evidence and the area in my memory. We should return to Junker headquarters.
So if I took that scene a little more serious, I could have done it without getting hit, and that saves like 10 text boxes, actually. But, you know.
We've returned to Junker headquarters.
Ooh, that was some first day.
Now entering the building.
Yep. It wants you to hurt your ears.
We've entered the
It
lobby.
wants to have like a real world
Gillian,
experience
I heard about
element
Jean.
to it. Which
I'm
is
sorry. I wish
extra
I could have
sketchy
done
when you're
more.
under 10 years
You
old.
performed your duties quite satisfactorily.
That's right. It's not your fault, Gillian. Don't worry about it.
I really, really like this song.
By the way, the chief is waiting for you.
This is the chief's office.
Well, Seed, that was a pretty rough first assignment to draw. You
Yeah,
made a
that
great
sounds
effort,
drunk.
though. I've studied the data transmitted back by Metal Gear, so I know all about what happened out there. It's too bad about Gibson. He was a great junker.
The best.
Seed, I need you to take over for him. You're the only one I've got left who can battle this Snatcher menace.
I think that's Roy Van Steen, the voice actor, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive that's the voice actor for the Chief. And he has like 7 roles in this game or something. See, look, right now, those 5 text boxes, 6 or 7 actually, were just because I got hit in that fight.
Well, so our new junker has returned.
That's why I didn't
I
say
register
anything.
high alcohol levels. Harry is intoxicated.
I really thought you were better than that. Harry,
Staring at this painting.
what kind of backup was that supposed to
That
be?
painting always gets you. You never have
If you
to
were a
interact with
better
it,
junker
Mosquito.
than that, Jean wouldn't have had to die out there.
Harry, that statement is incorrect.
Such grief.
Don't worry about it,
Gives him
Metal.
such
Harry's
grief.
right.
Jean. Sorry, it's not your fault.
Metal, would you give Harry the memory chip we pulled out of Little John?
Of course. Harry, this is Little John's memory chip.
He does look smashed in his graphic right there. Here we go. This is a funny they call you out here when you have knowledge that you shouldn't have. That's not it. Is it? It is.
Who the hell are you?
Ooh, I
I'm
had
an
that wrong
acquaintance
in
of
my
Gibson.
notes and
I
I
need
got
some
it right.
information.
You
Wow.
an investigator too, huh? Can't
Fuck you.
trust them. All right, let's have the password.
The password?
See, how did you know this guy? The revolution. I'm also pretty sure that it's RNG which password order he uses. There are 2 different passwords he requires that you give him throughout this game. That's just one of them. Alright, well, now. See, he's still giving you grief. I played the game before, that's how I know.
The number you have reached is not in service at
My
this
notes are
time.
not correct
Please
here.
check the number and dial
39
again.
to you.
This is a
Okay.
recording. JTNT.
We got to see Mr. Biff at least.
Lots of problem in it.
There it is. Wow, I only had 1 digit wrong in my notes.
Oh, is that you, Gillian? I was just getting to sleep.
Cool. See you then.
Alright, bye.
Yeah, my bad. Oh. Oh, right, I always do this. Oh, poor Harry's crying it by himself. Gotta go to Gibson's room. Alright, so yeah, there, if you call your wife there, you skip a couple of text boxes from Mika, in this next scene we see her in. But also, you just have to call her, and then you just hang up.
Call her, hang up. Strap.
Yep. Hang up on your wife's strap.
Is that you, Gillian? I mean, I don't actually remember you because I...
That's true too.
Oh, I'm tired.
Alright, this is Jean-Jacques Gibson's room.
What kind of medicine is this?
I'll perform an analysis.
We'll talk.
acid inhibitors, membrane protecting agents, H2 blockers. This is medication for an ulcer.
Jeez. It looks like Jean's stomach was really in terrible shape. Then what was he doing eating buffalo? It seems a little unusual. Perhaps there was some reason that he had to eat buffalo.
Makes a lot of sense when you're 9 years old. Nowadays, it's a bit of a like, wait, this is how the plot progresses? I was about to say, for these capsules and discs and stuff, you have to look at and investigate them, or they don't get entered into evidence. So now that I've investigated Jean's room, Mika will be... See, she's not crying anymore. Now she wants to talk about me getting hit by the insectors, though. And right now she'd want to talk about not calling my wife yet. But we sped right past that. Oh, man. We got another spam strap. I know, these are tough.
Figured I'm already sick of this monster cold brew that I've never had in my life.
I've never tried any of those ones. I have regular orange monster out there. Alright, ready?
Come on, come on. You gotta get the skip. Is it gonna work? I don't know. It's really involved. It's hard to pull off.
I think it's 6 on this one.
Well, so, you're the new junker, eh?
I love that.
You
line
Napoleon?
delivery.
Well, let's keep this short, okay? The Snatcher sees me here, and I'll be the next one eliminated.
Gibson was killed by a Snatcher. Oh, wrong one. Ask. No, not about Napoleon. I don't care about Napoleon. Alright, so how much money did we get in the beginning of the game?
Little cash.
Just a little cash, right? Well, time to use it. Alright, we've used a little cash one time.
It's $5,000.
Oop, I didn't need to ask that question. Alright, and now we've used a little cash 2 times. Alright. That's it then, right? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oops. That's right. You can't actually use the video phone in the turbo cycle.
Ask metal number.
No. This is weird. That's weird. I don't go here in my notes at this point, but there's no difference. I'm surprised I would go here first. Wouldn't go here first.
Thank you for calling Plato's Cavern, the store with everything.
Yeah.
May I help you?
Okay, so this is one of the parts in the game where I could have either went to Gibson's house or I could have went to Alton Plaza. And I guess I went to Alton Plaza this time. Doesn't matter. But yeah, a lot of the time it comes down to using every option in the most efficient way, but there's a lot of nuance to it, actually. Like, sometimes you just have to spam anything 6 times. Sometimes you have to go through every option, but sometimes even after you go through every option, it'll unlock a new option that you have to do something, like back again. So you have to really know your strats, or else you're just clicking everywhere over and over and over and over until you finally progress.
It's a lot of specific ordering.
Yeah, a lot.
I would have struggled with this game when I was a child.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried to play Space Quest like 2 years ago and I gave up like 20 minutes in.
So now we're at the house of Jean-Jacques Gibson, and his daughter is his daughter is talking to us, trying to make sure that we are who we say we are. Okay. She has a unique mark on her body. What is it? Well, there's only a couple things it could possibly be. She's pretty much either a birthmark or a scar or a burn, right? Really the best questions to ask.
I have a unique mark on my body that was given to me on the day of my birth. What's it called? A birthmark!
I get the order of these answers wrong a lot, so hopefully I didn't this time. No, I didn't. Alright, nice. Aw, Katrina Gibson has a birthmark of a part on her thigh. Okay. Thanks.
I think it doesn't actually look like a heart, that's just what she tells
I'm
everyone.
very sorry about all of that. I'm Katrina Gibson, Sean's daughter.
I'm so sorry.
What's the matter, Mr. Seed?
I'm very sorry, Katrina. It's my fault your father's dead.
Gillian.
Whoa.
No,
Whoa,
if I
he
could have
just walked
gotten there
in
just a
and
little sooner, your father might still be alive.
Oh, Mr.
What?
Seed, I appreciate your feelings, but I was always ready for the worst with my father. Every day as I watched him leave for work, will it be today, tomorrow? I knew it was a dangerous job.
Katrina,
That's
that's...
your father died,
Well,
but he could
I'm
still
a
be
junker's
alive.
daughter.
Do you think you'll be all right by yourself?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Besides, I don't think I have any tears left.
Katrina, are you sure?
You sure you don't have
Okay,
any tears
Junker,
left
you've
at
got
all?
work to do, right? Keep yourself
Give me a little
busy.
tear.
That's the best way
Just
to
one.
take your mind off of it.
Okay, Katrina, you're probably right. I'll appreciate any help you can give me on this investigation.
Is the hurricane named after you? In the future?
This is the future, actually.
Well, in the past.
This is Neo-COVID. The round room. A 5-inch disk drive. You haven't seen those for 70 years. You gotta do something.
Do something. Do something.
Alright, here's our first big cutscene. This will tell you a lot of what you need to know about Snatchers.
Snatcher investigation file. Why do Snatchers appear in the winter? Why are Snatchers nocturnal? I believe I have found the answer to these questions. Snatchers' vampire-like behavior is due to their desire to avoid exposure to sunlight.
This guy
The
sometimes
reason they
sounds like
dislike
Goku and
sunlight
sometimes
is
sounds
because
like
of their
Palmer's here.
defective artificial skin.
Voice Leon and Ari.
Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes overproduction of melanocytes in the epidermis of their artificial skin. leading to a form of skin cancer with the characteristics of melanoma. In other words, what we call simple sunburn is fatal to them. This relationship between ultraviolet rays and their artificial skin should give us a way to track them down. It should take at least 6 more months before they can develop a form of skin which overcomes this defect. These conclusions suggest several useful methods for locating and identifying snatchers. 1. Investigate skin condition. Check for any evidence of melanoma. 2. Check for odor. Cancer cells secrete a unique foul odor. 3.
I like
the presence of pollen.
But yeah,
Snatchers are believed to hide in areas plentiful in Snow 9, a snow-like bioengineered pollen crystal. As such, Snow 9 can always be detected in places they appear. Snow 9 is an allergen, causing throat pain and sneezing.
A long time, about 5 years ago now, recutting all of Snatcher into a movie, and it's 2.5 hours. It cuts out some of the side stuff. Like, I tried to cut out number 3 on this list, but I couldn't just because of how the editing works.
In addition,
they never talk about
this skin cancer
cells smell in the game. So I tried to cut it, but you can only cut certain things, which is why this game is a 2.5 hour movie. But it's pretty awesome to watch if you're ever interested. I just dropped a link to it in chat.
Watch out for a bounty hunter named Random Hajil.
Do something. Double locking window. Interesting. Interesting, actually. Oh, wrong one. You should see my notes. Crazy.
A lot of them.
It's like never ending.
It's good to have them all.
They're totally necessary. Look around the desk window. Ah, yes. Nope. Imagine trying to get through this labyrinth without these notes. It's bad. Oh, maybe that's it? Yeah, it's desk. Okay. See, now that we've looked at desk, we can look at bottle and photo. But nothing happens with that until we look and investigate at the bottle and photo. So that's one of those things where you kind of have to do everything, but there are new things that open after you do everything too. I don't know. It's very complicated. See, now that I've done everything.
What's wrong with Alice? Is there something out there?
A snatcher, maybe.
It has to be.
What?
Katrina, you
Why
stay
would you
here.
go right to that? A snatcher. Maybe. I think
don't kill the dog. There's a tiny snatcher in a bush.
Okay, it is just spam strats. Random Hajil. It's a snatcher.
What? Ah, it's just a crow.
Stupid bird.
Stupid bird.
Oh, they say it's a raven in that scene now. That's freaking weird. Alright, yeah, we good. Oh, no.
I'm just glad they didn't go for shock value with killing the dog, like a lot of games do.
Let me give you my address and video phone number. Give me a call if anything comes up.
Thanks again, Mr. Seed. Take care.
Okay, now the orders we're definitely out of order here, but this should all still work. This will prove that you can go to Gibson's and Alton Plaza in any order you want. Because I'm pretty sure my other run did it in the other order. Like I said, this is only the second speedrun of this game that's ever happened. even want to say anything because we don't get to hear these songs very much in this run.
An interesting outfit choice.
It's a reference to something. Everyone in here is a reference to something. Like back in the corner there, that's Marty McFly. I guess. Oh. There we go. See, now that we've looked 2 times, we can buy the mask. Makes sense. That's all we get of those songs. Alright. What a weird path. That definitely got me feeling weird. I don't usually take this path.
Welcome to Outer Heaven. Table for one?
This is another Metal Gear reference. Outer Heaven is from Metal Gear series. Table for one. What about metal? Alright.
It's packed.
These are all Konami characters. People from Contra back there, people from Castlevania.
Oh, then you get like half a second to look at their faces.
Yeah. Oop. Oh.
You're in the wrong joint, buddy. Forget about the check. Just get out of my place now.
I didn't even know you could do that.
It appears you got kicked out.
Oh man. Wow. I used the wrong card. Ooh boy.
So they just throw your ass in if you use the wrong card.
Yeah.
I like how the throttles are hot dogs. Basically.
I'm gonna assume that I have to get a different mask now. I've never done that mistake. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, Goemon. That looks like Jean-Jacques Gibson sitting there too. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Hopefully I can just go back to the bar now. They mentioned the Santa suit for some reason, which makes me think I have to go find Napoleon again or something, but I haven't even seen him as Santa yet.
Wasn't me.
Oh no. Oh my god. What do I do? Oh no. Well, apparently if you show the Junker ID card and not the photo there, it really messes you up. Yeah, that's not good.
Like how smell is an option.
Yeah, you can get a cutscene here. Napoleon will know what to do, right? Alright. If there's a third password I'll need now, that's something I've never encountered before. But let's just see how this works out. Alright. Back on track in a second. Pretty crazy. I didn't know that. I guess I knew that you could get thrown out from flashing your ID in the club like that. But I don't think I've ever seen it happen or had seen it talked about. I'm gonna assume that it's spam spots again. Again, I don't know if anyone's really documented this part of the game. There we go. Well, interesting. Weird. This is not great. I feel like he should have answered my question at this point.
Did you even ask anything?
I'd asked everything. Alright. Out of heaven, right? Cross your fingers, everyone. I know what I can do. It says, like, you just wait a while and then you're all good. But I wonder what the deal is with that. Just gonna go to a couple different spots. This is rough. One missed menu.
Maybe there's a specific place to go.
I'm assuming you have to do X amount of things.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be weird if it was just on a timer or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully it just fixes itself right now, and we move on. Not good. Not good. Okay. It says just go to Junker HQ and head back immediately.
Yeah, there had to be something.
Game facts thread didn't come through. Snatcher HQ one seemed to have. Really gonna need to get all my strat time back now, which shouldn't. I do have some time built in to this run to say it. Hopefully you only lost like 4 minutes or something. Good. Good. Back on track. No flashing my Junker ID in this underground club.
You take this now.
Okay. Back on track. Sometimes it's about performing under pressure, figuring out a way through.
What are you going on?
There we go. I mean, she calls you a junker. I had no idea how intense that this one menu was.
This is the guy that got sick after eating buffalo, like any other person.
Oh, I actually used to like eating buffalo meat back when I wasn't vegetarian.
I don't think I've ever had buffalo.
It's a lot like beef.
Where'd that had kangaroo?
No?
I like real kangaroo, like jerky. But...
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, the jerky. Alright, for some reason, I mean, I guess it's relevant, but we're getting a description of the guy that Gibson was trying to get us a description of in a weird way. And you have to ask his age here, or it doesn't work. But you never have to use his age in the investigation. And if you didn't do that right, Metal Gear wouldn't have that blue line right there. It says we need to go investigate. We just used cash again. He said credits.
500.
Yeah.
Cover charge, Jesus. I love how he just walked in when she was in the middle of her set. Isabella!
Yeah, that's really what happened.
Like, alright, coming.
Alright. We're back on track, guys. Sorry for the scare. There are plenty more scares ahead, but not from bad gameplay.
It's good to figure weird shit out like that. You do one thing and it can set you back.
Who knew the solution was just to go tag home base? Literally all you had to do. This computer room's pixel art is so good.
Mm-hmm. Jordan.
This part must be so difficult in real life if you don't have the answers and you're just trying to figure it out. They even call it out.
if you like mess up their nose, do you have to redo it?
Yep.
George Washington.
Alright. That menuing's a little tough too. Two possible matches. 27 years old, or look at the age of the other one. 29. That wasn't the age that we got from Isabella either.
Maybe it's the white hair that threw her off.
Yeah, right.
Maybe 50?
Where shall we go? Alright, so right here, when we get to Ivan's apartment, we can do stuff, but if we were to go to his door and try to progress the game, if we hadn't called our wife yet, just to hang up in her face, we couldn't progress the game. Yeah, super weird. Super weird progression flag here. It has nothing to do with the game progress right now either. Little world building here. Free men, not homeless people. He gets real aggressive sometimes. I don't get why. Okay. Okay.
Let's open the door. You've been standing here for 5 minutes.
I breathe motion. I breathe motion.
I think somebody's in this apartment. Living.
Ivan will shoot you. In case you didn't know.
Did I kill him?
He has only lost consciousness.
What?
Excellent shot, Gillian, hitting him in the hand like that.
You've knocked him out.
That's
with a
not
bullet.
exactly how I planned it.
Well, look at this. Oh, wait. I guess you can't do that yet. Oh yeah, this is just do everything.
And it's even more disturbing than the guy that had his head twisted off.
Yeah, this is a really creepy scene. Ragdoll.
That's supposed to be happening, or is that?
Yeah, no, that's supposed to be happening.
Why?
All right, buddy, time to wake up. Whoa, man, don't shoot!
Because this
Don't
guy's
shoot!
sketchy.
Gillian, while your earlier shot is justifiable as self-defense, killing this suspect would violate Section 5, Article 2 of the Junker Bylaws. You must first have concrete evidence that he is a snatcher.
Damn.
We should search his bathroom. We may find sunscreen there.
Good point.
Okay, let's move into the bathroom.
Yeah. So I hate how Metal's like, hey, you can't do that, dude. And he's like, damn. Such a weird scene. Sorry, I had to keep the almost 9-year-old from coming in and seeing that scene there.
Life will change forever.
This is a really discrete progression trigger area. I didn't need to smell.
I'm gonna need it. The violent section, yeah, I know. I want to kill him.
I know, it's so crazy.
These are illegal drugs. Legal.
So that about explains everything, doesn't it?
Yes. It appears that Ivan was simply trying to conceal the fact that he is a drug user.
An air surfer, huh? Plenty of suntan oil. Out there soaking up lots of ultraviolet rays.
And tanned quite brown by those
So
rays as well.
this bottle in here
But he doesn't
wasn't
have so much as a
sunscreen,
pimple.
It was tanning.
Not what I'd call your
oil.
typical artificial skin user.
Ivan is apparently not a snatcher.
All right, buddy, get up.
Hey, I only do liquid sky, dude. Just once in a while. I swear. I don't touch anything
Why
else.
in the
Don't
world is
hurt
this
me,
gun in
man.
his
Come
mouth in
on.
this scene?
Call me an ambulance, will ya?
I'm no cop, I'm a junker. I couldn't care less if you're a buyer, a pusher, or what. What I want to know is if you're a snatcher or human.
Gillian, Ivan's skin is healthy. There is no way he could be a snatcher and tan like that without developing melanoma.
This is what I mean by Gillian
HQ has
gets
just
real
transmitted us a
aggressive.
scanning warrant. Therefore, under the provisions of Section 18 of the Civil Code, Snatchers and the Protection of Citizens' Rights, I will hereby commence a full bioscan of Ivan.
That's some cool pixel art.
Analysis complete. Ivan Rodriguez is a completely normal Homo sapien.
Damn.
I keep telling you, dude. I ain't no snatcher or whatever. Now, would you please get me a doctor?
Why don't you just put some of your drugs on it?
What a
Hey, I
cold
wasn't
line,
doing anything
man.
wrong, man.
I love that line.
The friendly boys
I
from
hate how he
narcotics
treats
will
them
be
here,
here
but
any
that's a
time
really
now.
good line.
Save your breath for them.
Come on, dude, I ain't done nothing. I'm just into air surfing. I just wanted to win the competition, man. I needed some money for that, okay? Hey, it's just drugs, man.
Needed money to win the competition.
Yeah, right? Everything was cool until he did say that he was a dealer
Ivan
there.
Rodriguez sure
then
wasn't our man.
Then it's kind of not that
Too
cool
bad
anymore.
for him that he happened to look like the snatcher we're after. That leaves Freddie Nielsen.
They do say that you have to wait for a scanning warrant in order to scan, but like, why are you going to this without a scanning warrant? Why wouldn't you have one in your hands? Like, you have the montage photo. I mean, come on. You're ready for the scanning warrant when you walk in. Why not bring it with you?
You can't. Hell yeah.
Weirdly enough, you can just stroll right up to apartment 2202 here. Couldn't be real specific about this one. Okay, you have to knock and then spam. Alright, come on, come on. Check out that mash technique. Who needs hyper tapping? Look at that.
Didn't even need a body controller.
I read motion. Use extreme caution.
A junker? All right, just a minute.
Gillian, please use extreme
Lisa's
caution.
voice acting.
Huh? A woman?
A woman? What?
I'm his wife. Okay. Man.
I'm just gonna pretend he yelled that as she opened the door. A woman?
Yeah, I mean, he did say that out loud to her face. Kind of a weird thing to say, huh? This is a really, really specific flag here. But no, it ain't a speed run. It's a visual novel, right? Can you tell I'm a little salty about that? Who's that?
Any game is a speed run if you're doing it fast.
What is he now? Ooh, good call, actually. Oh, I know what it is. They force you to look at Lisa 3 times.
This isn't enough to prove that our Freddie Nielsen is a snatcher.
Turns out she's a woman.
Without more evidence, we cannot get a scanning warrant.
We'd like to take a look in your bathroom if you don't mind.
Oh, you need to use the bathroom?
No, we'd like to investigate your bathroom.
Really? Whatever. Please, go right ahead.
Oh, you'd like to use the bathroom?
By investigate, I mean.
No, we're gonna investigate. I'm not gonna use the bathroom.
And after like 20 minutes.
We're investigating. It's investigating.
And that's a lot of like moisturizer on the shelves.
Mm-hmm. Lots, right? Wait a minute. There's a bottle on that shelf.
There's fragrance in it.
That's the same container as the one we found. That's Sean's.
Shouldn't be using this as fragrance. Not good for your skin.
There's no mistake. Freddie Nielsen is a snatcher. Gillian, with
We
this
got
much
him.
evidence, there will be no
We've got
difficulty
you
getting a
now,
scanning warrant.
Snatcher scum.
We've got you now, snatcher scum.
So, you figured it out, huh?
Who's that?
Know all about us, do you, Junker?
That wound.
Jean did that to her.
Oh wait, there were 2 snatchers. We knew that the whole time. Why did I forget that there was a female snatcher? Looks like you won't be needing that
Jeez, these
moisturizer.
things don't go down easy. So, this is a snatcher, huh?
Oh man, that
I
scream.
certainly hope it's dead.
This is a censored version of
So
this
it was
scene.
Lisa and Freddie
If you
who
see the
killed Jean.
Japanese version of this scene,
Freddie, that's right.
worse.
So where's he?
We can contact the junk collection team later. Let's get out of this apartment for now. We're outside now.
Yes, we are.
What the? A light just came on. There's not supposed to be anybody in there.
Perhaps Freddy has returned.
There's only one entrance, and we're standing right next to it. How did he get in there?
This blew
Shall we
my mind
investigate?
as a kid, too. How did someone get back in there? This is insane.
Metal, open it.
Okay, now establishing Alpha 1 link. Link made. Executing search for lock code of apartment
Whoa.
202.
Carteret,
Hurry it up.
you guys came at
Just
a
a bit
really
longer.
good time.
I'm in
Thank
Alpha
you for the
1's
raid.
maintenance records for the MR district.
It's about to get super
Lock code
intense
found.
up here.
Now opening the door.
Number 2.
Yeah, that is our lucky
Good work.
number. Nice. This is a great sign. I think we might make it through. Let's go to the bathroom, boys, and girls, and everyone else.
Huh? The bathtub is empty. That thing was filled with water just a few minutes ago.
How are you gonna drain a bathtub in a few minutes? This is
I read
insane.
motion. This room.
Damn! Where is he?
Gillian, behind you.
I've had it.
This controlling.
No, you were trying
That
to
was close.
angle up
You're lucky
and like
I was
laser
here to
off the
save
mirror, I
your
guess.
skin.
But
Who
you're
are
kind
you?
of stuck. Me?
Me? Random
You may
Haji.
think I'm a
Bounty
character from Blade
Bounty
Runner,
hunter.
but
Yes, Gillian, a
and I'm
bounty hunter.
Hajio.
As the junker profession is so dangerous, their numbers have fallen dramatically over the past few years. As a result, the government decided to put a price on Snatcher's heads in order to encourage private citizens to cooperate in the effort to track them
As
down.
this cutscene plays,
Naturally, these bounty hunters must register
I'm gonna
with the
show the
authorities.
flag.
You said your name's Random, right? What did you do? Follow me here?
Yeah, you got it. Investigations aren't my style. You track them down, I take them out.
You have the legal obligation to state your bounty hunter registration number. Please do so now, immediately.
What's the good stuff? The genuine
BH75001.
article.
Random
Look at this.
Hajil. That's RANDOMHAJILE.
BH75001, Random Hajil. That's confirmed.
That
I
barber
officially
shop
recognize you as a legal
sign
bounty hunter.
pattern on the side for whatever reason.
Gillian, records indicate that he has already disposed of 3 snatchers just this month. Counting Freddy, that makes 4.
Oh,
4?
Nah.
I've been at this
Nah,
a
you're
lot
not
longer
telling
than you
me.
have. Just relax,
He even
Rodney.
has the registration card.
So, Junker Boy,
registration
let me give you
card.
a little tip. You might already know, but Snatcher's weak point is
I
their
wonder if you could
artificial
actually see
skin.
it.
If they sit out in the sun
Look at
too
that.
long,
Yeah,
they
buddy.
get cancer.
That's the
That's
money
why
shot
they set
right
up
there.
a hospital to treat this little problem of theirs. You find it. You can take them out, roots and all.
Where did you get all
Obviously.
your information? Wait
I guess
a
this is what
sec. You stole it
the
from
real one
Gibson,
looks
didn't
like.
you?
That's
Little-
not really
little less
important.
tall than I
But
remember it
now
being.
that Gibson's
That's
out of
the
the
genuine
picture,
article.
I need you to get busy.
I track him down and you junk him. Is that the idea?
Anyhow, it seems Gibson found that hospital. He must have left behind some information about it.
What do you mean, seems?
You're looking
Don't you
at
know anything
4
about it?
figures right
Hey,
now, guys.
investigations are your job, right?
Just in my hand.
I owe you one,
Nutty,
Randy.
nutty.
Yeah, I'll
I
get it
had
out
to
of you
get it
later.
though.
See ya,
Had to
Junker
get
Boy.
it. Special game to me.
A Snatcher-controlled hospital, eh? There's bound to be more than a few of them in there.
Okay. Okay. You're doing decent on time.
Oh yeah.
Nah. We're gonna go risky. We're the type to flash our junker ID right in the middle of the club, you know what I mean? Isabella! I'll probably get into the manual at a cutscene later on, but I like them apples.
Okay, let's try to sort all this out. Metal Gear, would you mind helping out?
Not at all. Now projecting
This is
recorded
such a
video
good
images.
song, too.
Gibson calls in and you two immediately head for the abandoned factory in the M district.
Yeah.
But when you arrived, Gibson had already been killed by someone or
I have to get
something
this,
at
too.
the factory.
This is one of the only
From
new
hair and
sealed
skin
things
samples
I
recovered
own.
from his body,
You probably can't see
you
the
determined
seal
that the
on
perpetrators
camera,
were two
but
snatchers,
This is
one
a
male and
limited
one
run
female.
games
In addition,
soundtrack.
from a floppy
And it
disk
looks
containing
like it's in
notes
a
from
Sega
Gibson's
CD
investigation, you
Look at
discovered
that.
that snatchers have a crucial defect. Gibson was apparently killed because he had learned about this weak
I don't know
point.
if these two have ever been on camera next to each
And
other
this
like
weak
this.
point is a key difference between them and real humans.
Pretty cool.
Their artificial skin
I
cannot
dig it.
tolerate
I don't know if anyone
ultraviolet
else
rays.
cares.
Long-term
I guess.
exposure causes it to become cancerous, a form of melanoma. This severely limits the places and times that they can operate to midwinter, when daylight hours are their shortest, and of course at night. And it looks as if it will take at least 6 months for them to develop a new skin which overcomes this fault. So their biggest weak point was that they had to keep themselves protected from ultraviolet rays over the past 6 months.
Gonna go investigate your bathroom.
Gibson really put his earlier training as a science cop to good
No,
use
we're
in figuring
going to
this one out.
investigate your bathroom.
And that's why they use plenty of sunscreen, even in the middle of the winter. As a result of this, it becomes clear that there is one thing they must have to continue their survival. And that is medical facilities, where they can treat artificial skin which has become cancerous. And it appears that Gibson may have located a hospital used for this very purpose. In an effort to determine where Gibson had been investigating, you analyzed his stomach contents, found buffalo meat, and headed to the only place in the city that serves it, Outer Heaven. Isabella Velvet, a dancer at this place, gives you a description, which allows you to put together a montage of the man Gibson was trying to track down. You then ran this montage through the city's data bank, using Jordan. And that gave you 2 suspects, Ivan Rodriguez and Freddie Nielsen. But from the condition of Ivan's skin, you determined that there was no possibility he could be a snatcher. There was no evidence at all of melanoma. But as he was in possession of liquid sky, you turned him over to narcotics. Following that, a search of Freddie Nielsen's home turned up large quantities of sunscreen. Nielsen's wife, Lisa Nielsen, turns out to be a snatcher, and you dispose of her. And you confirm that the skin cells found under Gibson's nails were from Lisa. Freddie Nielsen also turns out to be a snatcher, and you dispose of him as well. The hair sample that was found in Gibson's hand is confirmed as being from Freddie. So you are able to determine that these 2 snatchers, Freddie and Lisa, were the ones who killed Gibson.
Now, the real fuck. Oh no.
But then
That's
we
the
have a
next one.
problem. The bounty hunter who saved you, Seed, Random Hajil. An investigation uncovers that the information he provided when he filled out his bounty hunter registration was completely false. So who is this guy? Friend or foe?
What about the bank account he was having his bounty deposited into?
It was a common account used for paying bounty.
Whatever
and
that
the funds
means.
were retransferred from there.
What does that mean?
We couldn't learn anything from it. Thank you, Metal. And now for the real fun. The hospital that Gibson had tracked down. If we can hit that, we may be able to shut down this snatch operation of theirs. Or if we can find some kind of patient records there, we may be able to find them quite easily.
So, Little John's memory might provide us with an important lead.
That's right. If we're lucky, there may be something left that we can work with. Navigators record everything their junkers do, just in case.
Just in case, huh? Well, this looks like one of those cases.
Harry should have recovered it by now. Go see how he's doing. Seed, I'm counting on you to find this hospital.
Engineering. Hey, what's up?
About time you got here, Gillian. I've got Little John's memory all ready for you.
Well, were you able to
had
get
like
anything
1
from it?
second to spare from when I could possibly
relax.
be there.
I'll put it on the monitor for you now. I'm afraid it was almost completely destroyed beyond recovery. Those snatchers, they sure do a thorough job.
What do you mean? Wasn't there anything left?
Like I said, just relax. I was able to get one video image out of it. I don't have the slightest what this is, but it's definitely got something to do with Jean's investigation. This is it.
This is it.
So, Gillian, do you have any idea what this is?
Hospital O'Lean? This is almost certainly the Snatcher-controlled hospital that Gibson was looking for.
You ought to run the name through Jordan, but if that hospital is not legit,
right.
the data won't mean anything. This city
like
is packed with
I'm
unregistered hospitals.
Right about
The sign
even
in
with
this
my old
picture
run.
looks curved. This
now.
wood O'Lean might continue past the edge of the image.
I've stored this image. You can view it at any time. Just use the graphic memory command on the possessions menu.
Oh. Where would I like to go?
We don't think I'm wasteful, but I'm opening. Weird monster copy.
Sometimes you're gonna do it. Okay. Three, 9. Okay. Snake! 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 Okay, good. If there was a hidden third password I needed now because I screwed up Act 1, I was gonna be bummed.
It's hung up.
I never noticed there's actually a musical clue when you call Napoleon for something that happens later on. I don't want to spoil it, just in case. Uh-oh. My God!
Bet I surprised you, huh?
Why did I not
Don't
put this
worry,
in my
this is
notes?
just a tape. I'm at work right now. If you need to reach me, please call Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs at 391009. Sorry to scare you. Bye!
Oh, I actually don't need to call that yet. Okay.
It's reminding me that I really have to stream again. So.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually been streaming a little more this year. I'm getting into marathon events for some of my stuff, and thankfully I was allowed to do What's Fired, which is apparently one of the longest running marathon events, which is awesome. Thank you for allowing this, guys. Oh yes, this one's not a mash strip. Look area, investigate. No, look area, look Santa.
It's the real Santa.
Now you can investigate Santa Claus.
Wait a minute. You're no Santa.
How'd you guess?
What are you doing in that outfit?
What are you talking about?
What's up, Eddie?
I'm quitting this job. It's too dangerous.
Who wants to do your hair snap?
Somebody's after me. I'm gonna end up dead, just like Gibson.
The race cake. You get that. Eats. You gonna shake my hand or what?
Alright, here we go. This is the third or fourth time we've used our little bit of cash.
They never say how much he gives you.
No, he just says a little cash. He makes it seem like it's not that much.
What he has in the bag.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Fourth or fifth time.
Alright, I've had it. Don't call me anymore,
See how specific these menus are?
Wait a minute, Napoleon. I'll keep any snatchers off your back.
They're after both of us. You better worry about watching your own back. Ah, by the way, here, a little Christmas present for you.
What? Tissues?
See ya. Merry Christmas.
No, he's gone.
Well, now he's gone.
No surprise there. He's got plenty of reason to be scared. Besides, I got the information I needed.
There's an advertisement on the back of that pack of tissues.
This is an ad for outer heaven. Just how many different jobs does that guy have?
Alright. There's some new developments and strategies here. They should have a couple skips ahead from there is a really good walkthrough on GameFAQs that's very, very accurate, but I've definitely found a couple skips in this section of the game.
Yeah, I totally forgot about GameFAQs.
Oh.
I used to be on there every single day.
The OG.
So Napoleon has 15 jobs he still needs bribes.
Right, and just later on he says a weird line if that's the case. You can't be watching. There are too many dogs in here, you know? A lot of the more triggering stuff is already gone from the run, but yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it says this is just a hospital, right? But everyone has an animal.
Yeah. It never came up. Ever. That is an animal hospital?
I'm being a veterinarian and someone brings a penguin. I wasn't trained to deal with penguins.
It makes you go through all of these descriptions too before you can progress the game. Which is it's definitely cool world building, but routing this part of the game was super weird.
Kind of want that snuggy coat.
Yeah.
Everyone's magic too. I like it.
Holy license day.
Snatchers cannot tolerate dogs.
That is routing.
It is improbable, but this is their skin
I
cancer treatment
skipped
center.
18 different things
Looks
I could
like we
have also
barked up the
done.
wrong tree here.
in
So
those last two
now we're back to
screens.
square one, huh?
Don't become too discouraged. We still have many leads. Let's head back to the turbo cycle.
Maybe these are all supposed to be like support animals, like emotional support animals. Because it's like a cancer
Olean
treatment
Hospital.
place. It was
Unfortunately, this wasn't the place.
You're right, Metal. Okay, let's go.
I screwed up a skip a little bit. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. So I should have done this phone call. Again, you can't use your video phone in your turbo cycle. So I should have done this call before I investigated the last thing. I guess I have to update my notes. Because it automatically kicks me out at the end there.
Oh, I didn't even notice to turn that on.
Yeah. Wait. I already called that earlier this run. Almost saw Mr. Biz again, or Mr. Bim, or whatever.
Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs, can I help you? Huh? Oh, it's you, Gillian. What's going on?
Hang up. You actually have to ask her a specific question. This time.
You're on a date. You have a wife, but
That
it's
is
not like you
weird.
really know each other.
You know? Kind of romantic in a weird, bad way. Okay.
Gillian,
See, if I
it's the
call
emergency
there
line from HQ.
instead
I'll
of,
connect you.
yeah, the skip.
Gillian, I'm glad I got you. I got a call from Katrina. She said she has something she needs to give you.
Something to give me? What in the world?
How long did you send?
She
Just
seemed
sit on
really
this
scared.
message.
Kept saying that Alice was barking.
When did she call?
About 30 minutes or so ago.
30 minutes? I was at Junker HQ 30 minutes ago.
Gillian, we should hurry.
Yeah, Katrina's in trouble.
Good troublesome Trina.
N4. Here, I have to do a little switcheroo on my notes. I didn't take notes in this part because it was so good at game facts.
And move the cards.
Oh. Weird. That's super weird. You can't investigate the door until you knock first. Even neutral. Look at model. This is kind of a unnecessary part. It's like you're looking at, you're pretty much finding that he hid something in a model house, in his house. But like, it's already gone. My goodness, what a shambles.
What a shambles.
It was the crow. The crow got her. It worked. Alright, that's a triumph of routing and note-taking.
I'm tired.
Alright, awesome. Alright, trigger warning.
Use
Animal
extreme caution.
violence.
The signal is coming from outside the window.
Skip this for a minute.
It's Alice.
The dog is dead.
I mean,
Body
yeah.
temperature suggests it was killed about 10 minutes ago. No doubt
I
the
think
work of
it's
snatchers.
just jumping through the window to warn you.
No reason to kill them, poor animal. Katrina.
It did it
Where's
to itself.
Katrina?
Oh my gosh.
We can leave the cleanup here to the junk crews.
I need to tell
for
him.
Katrina.
Judging from the mess they made here, it looks like they were looking for something. Were quite upset that they couldn't find it.
Perhaps that means that Katrina is still safe.
That's true. If they had her, there'd be no need to turn the place upside down like this.
Perhaps Katrina took whatever they were looking for and fled.
I bet you're right, Metal. We've got to find her before they do. Let's get back to the turbo cycle.
Okay, so if you didn't hate Snatchers, now you hate Snatchers. Alright, Alton Plaza. Here's a skip. I figured out a skip. It's a skip that also uses spam strats.
Uber Eats. It's
Oh, that doesn't sound so great. Alright.
Come on, come on.
Got it. Oh, man. Those mash strats are always rough. That's the Junker HQ skip. You don't actually have to go back to Junker HQ in this part of the game. If you do things that way, specifically. That one of the, not even 1 second of that scene.
Only time you'll ever see it.
Wait a sec. My lights are on. That's weird. I know I shut them off before I left.
Be careful. A snatcher may be in your apartment.
Searching the place, maybe? I don't have any evidence up there.
Shower?
A snatcher, maybe.
I hear something.
This time I can hear it too.
I read motion. Something is in there.
All right, Metal. Lock the front door. We're not letting anything out of here.
Love that line.
Not letting anything out of here.
We're not letting anything out of here.
We're not locked in here with it. It's locked in here with us.
Snatcher, maybe.
What's that smell? A snatcher?
Worked. Nice.
Really hot and humid in the bathroom. I wonder what's happening.
I read motion. Use extreme caution.
I'll open the blinds
Alright.
by altering the electrical polarity. Are you ready?
Some pixel art coming up.
Go ahead.
It is what it is.
All right. Now opening the blinds.
Content warning.
Whoa!
You pervert! Get out of here!
Whoa!
I hope you learned your lesson, Gillian.
I'll be right back.
You definitely had that coming to you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't exactly see you close your eyes either.
That is because my optical sensors are not equipped with retractable shutters.
Oh, shut up. You know exactly what I mean.
Here comes Katrina.
I can't believe you did that, Gillian.
Okay.
You see, I was just...
Face up to it like a man.
You see how it's just going in my
Shut
own
up.
bathroom.
I'm just glad that you're safe, Katrina.
I was so frightened. I just looked up your address and I let myself in. I'm sorry. Did I surprise you?
Surprise me? You bet
You're
you
gonna just look up
surprised
your
me.
address and go to your
I'm
place,
sorry.
break in, take a shower.
That's all right.
Normal
By
things.
the way,
Yeah, the
how
first
did you
thing I
get in?
thought I'd do is I'd be like,
I'm
alright,
the
once the
daughter of
coast
a
is clear,
junker. I
shower
can take
time.
locks in my sleep.
And then
I
once you came
see.
in to investigate who broke
And
in
you
here,
avoided the
I
censors
would
as
shame
well.
you. Spray you with...
You may have a promising career ahead of you.
I do like that they frame it that, like, she's clever and thinks like a junker, but, like, you know, this whole part.
Whoa.
Oh,
You have hair?
$3,000 hospitals in just this city? Is that what you really just said? Wait a minute.
Bath towel. Really remove it.
I don't know. At this point, it's kind of a leap of faith, right? I mean, he did leave a chess piece in his pocket. But are we really supposed to know that Queens is what we're supposed to say right now? So yeah, Jean-Jacques Gibson gave us clues, but he didn't want to just spell out that it was Queen's Hospital.
What's the address of that hospital?
So he left the Queen chess
CX
piece
District,
on himself,
PHC 77.
in his
The
jacket.
director is Chinese. Name, Jin Shu.
They had a weird picture that was almost Queen's Hospital.
He's probably a snatcher, too. So we finally
Yeah.
found their nest.
Weird investigation tactics for that one, but
Gillian,
Cool.
please be careful.
Don't worry, Katrina. You're safe now. They won't be coming after you.
Just to be on the safe side, we will have Kobe police take you into protective custody.
Neo Kobe.
Gillian, I'm sorry about the way I reacted in the shower. Maybe if your timing had been a little better, we might have...
Don't worry about it, Katrina. I think I needed a cold shower anyway.
I'm just so confused. I don't want to lose anybody else.
We'll see ya.
All right, let's go, Metal.
All right, let's go.
We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital.
I don't want to lose anyone else. Right. Oh. Go in my house. My apartment.
Yep, that's your house now, I guess.
You can live there if you want.
This whole part of the game is a little extra. I love these screen transitions. Love them. So old school. Oh. Alright, you need to open all 3 doors. For some reason. We're about to hear one of the best 2-second loops you'll ever hear. Such a unique scene. So there's a painting of Moscow here for some reason. And there was another Moscow map in Freddy's house.
There seems to be a scrap of paper caught between these 2 drawers. The others are empty. It appears that someone tried to straighten up in a hurry.
Let me see that paper.
Here it is.
What? What is this? It looks like Chinese or something. Metal translated.
Okay, let's see. Patient record,
You know,
first
search
examination.
engines really
I'm not familiar with the
destroy
next
a lot
5
of
characters.
progression
It's the
of
first
this
time
game.
I've ever seen any of them.
If
I
you
thought you were
if you're
supposed to be really good at
connected
Chinese.
to a
My strongest
Alpha 1
areas are
network
in
that can
Chop Suey,
literally
Eggplant,
unlock
and
electronic
wontons.
locks in apartment buildings,
Rare
you'd probably
Chinese
be able to look
characters.
up what the rare
Or
Chinese
maybe some
characters
kind of
are.
code?
Yeah, probably.
At any rate, this is definitely part of someone's chart. If we can figure out these characters, we may be able to uncover another Snatcher.
What do you suppose happened to the other records?
Looks like someone cleaned them out of here.
Pretty
Maybe
much
they
the
knew we were coming.
This,
Somehow I get
this
the feeling that the
sub-puzzle here
Snatchers know what we're up
is the
to.
only real excuse
I'll
this
store the
game
fragment
has
of the
of
file.
constantly being like, hey, this guy's Chinese. This guy's Chinese. I'm like, why do you keep talking about people being Chinese? That's why. Oh, we took it already. Alright, there we go. That's the question. Do we know anyone who speaks Chinese? Okay. Oh, no. We've made that mistake before. Another outside of the area, just phone call. Yep. I think this is one of the songs that I've like never heard on any soundtracks.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time.
Isn't the
Please
song
check
super
the number
weird?
and
Super
dial
weird.
again. This is a recording. JT&T Neo Kobe.
A wolf man. Have I seen a wolf man only one place ever in this game? No. Okay. It is Mika, right? Mika's the Wolfman, right? Oh, yeah. Of course. Okay. You want some proof that Napoleon is Napoleon? Well, how about that you're Napoleon?
Oh, yeah.
Got him. We got a full loop of that
Have a
song.
seat, Gillian. We're safer in a crowded place like this.
Jeez, you really had me fooled. 2 rolls in 1.
Gesundheit.
Well, you know,
Well,
you gotta
3, 'cause he was Santa,
understand,
too.
being an informer isn't exactly the safest job on the planet, you know.
An informer.
That's why it's important to be a master
I'm an
of
informer.
disguise, like me.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel pretty stupid.
So he
I mean,
passes
all that
out
time
ads
I was
for
asking you
heaven,
about where
dressed as
Jean went.
Santa.
I didn't realize I
He's a
was asking
doorman
someone who
for
actually
heaven.
worked there.
Hey, I was just
Even
as
on
surprised
Masquerade
as
Night,
you
he's a
were.
doorman.
But I didn't know that Gibson had been here.
And
You see, I wasn't working
he
that
gets cash as an
Anyhow,
informer.
it's not
but he
Masquerade Night
says
today. Why don't you
we're
take
his
that mask
main
off,
source of
Napoleon? It's a
income out of
little
all his
unnerving
jobs.
sitting here talking to a
But
wolf.
we've only been provided with a little
alright.
cash.
I
And
suppose
we've
there's
already
no harm
used
there.
4+ times.
Boy, you really work up a sweat in these full-face masks.
Thanks for the $5.
Oh, boy. Maybe
So
I
how
should have
cheap
left
is
that
this
on.
guy's info?
What?
He may extort us for money all the time, but it's like $1, $2.
Still, you did a nice job of figuring out who I was.
Come on, Napoleon. That stupid phone recording with the Wolfman? JT&T would never do anything that tasteless.
How about
Besides, what really tipped me off was that
$1?
constant sneezing of yours.
Sneezes, eh? Well, listen, you want me to tell you why I'm called Napoleon?
Because winter gets the best of you. Napoleon Bonaparte sent his enormous army into Russia in 1812, but
What?
suffered a major defeat because of the snow.
There's so much like extraneous info in there.
Yeah.
What does that have anything to do with
cold.
anything?
It's my allergy to snow
Yes,
9
every
pounds.
time I say my name,
So,
people talk about Napoleon
anyhow,
Bonaparte.
what did you want to know?
I've got a couple of
You know
questions
why they
to
call
ask
you
you.
Napoleon? Is it
fire
because
away.
of Napoleon? I bet it's because of Napoleon, right?
The fact that he's short. Illegally.
You want to know why they call me Napoleon? Because of Napoleon. I love how that menu option is infer. That is the perfect word for what you're doing here, but you don't. It's like you never hear anyone use that word. That's
So that's it. Benson. Beryllium is Be, nitrogen is N, sulfur is S, and oxygen is O. And another N makes Benson. The name Benson was encoded on this
course.
file.
It's the only name
I sure hope it
that
is not
more than
referring
one
to the
person
chief,
has.
Benson Cunningham.
Or to our friendly engineer,
only one.
Mr. Harry Benson.
Really narrows down our search.
No, that couldn't be. No way.
Now instead of one person, we know it's maybe two people.
Does exist.
Maybe even three.
Metal, I want you to cut
Right.
off all your data transmissions to headquarters
Oh, it
now.
could be everyone.
Understood. Now
Run a
disabling
search on
automatic
everyone
transmission
named
routines.
Benson.
Done. No further data transmissions to headquarters will be executed.
My God.
My
A
God,
Snatcher in
Mika's
Junker
middle name is
headquarters?
Benson.
We've got to get there quick. Let's go, Metal.
Not
See
really.
you later, Junker.
I
Today's
just
little
regained my memory.
information
My
tidbit
name's
is
Benson.
on me. Now take care, Gillian. Don't get yourself taken out by some snatcher.
So there's a
Think I'll
Junker
lay low for a while.
in Snatcher
After
and
all,
Snatcher
you
in
are
Junker
my main
headquarters.
source of income.
You be careful too, Napoleon. You get killed and you won't be able to sneeze anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I love that line.
See you,
You won't be
Napoleon.
able to sneeze.
Metal, let's go.
What that line says to me is Gillian would just as soon put his blaster in that dude's mouth too. He really doesn't care about Napoleon. Alright, so there is a Snatcher that works for the Junkers. But who is it? Is it Mika? No. It's one of the people with the same book. Couldn't it be simple? Oh, really? What do you think about her power suit? Definitely shoulder pads in that thing, right?
Got a thick neck, too. Yeah. Chad Mika.
Chad Mika.
The real name.
Okay, that's it, right? Yeah. Alright. You love that poster. Oh. Is that what the poster's saying?
He's smelling his BO.
Oh! Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. The same exact matches were in that room. It was all dark. Okay. So keep in mind, the matches were right next to the note that said face to face. Okay? Just note that for later. They were just next to each other. Alright, so the whole deal is here that this picture of the vase looks like two faces looking at each other in the white space. And in between the faces, there's a secret button that you flip it around, and for some reason, there's a photo of somewhere in Moscow. Square. Red Square. The chief had this picture. No, maybe somebody just put it in the chief's office without him knowing, and then put it behind a secret switch. Maybe, you know? Good, because if there wasn't a video phone call right now, I'd have been sketch like this. Look at how sketch that is. I'm pretty sure that's an emulator
Gillian,
only
it's me, Jamie.
glitch.
Listen carefully. You know that Queens Hospital? I found out that they
I
undertook
think
a
that's
major
how you would have
expansion
definitely been
project
able to
in
tell.
2035
I was
to put
lying
in
if I said I wasn't
basement.
playing it on
That's right, they have
emulator.
a basement. Basement construction is really unusual here in Kobe. That's why there are still records of it. But there's more.
What?
The director of that hospital, Chin Shu Ho,
It's
has had his license
Chin Shu
suspended
Ho,
in the past
not
for
Ho.
performing eugenics experiments
Anyway,
at an illicit underground
The whole
facility.
book of this is like,
Are you telling
they
me
have a
Queens has
basement.
underground treatment facilities?
The hospital has a basement.
Chin Shu Ho is performing
Basements are,
skin operations
there's
on
like 4
Snatcher's underground.
basements in all of
Means that
Kobe.
Chin himself is also
What?
probably a
How does
snatcher.
that apply?
Or rather, the real Chin, the original Chin, was snatched.
Oh, if you knew
So,
this was
that
a
entire
basement.
ground level complex is
I
just
don't know
a
if
front
you
for the
knew,
underground
but there's
facilities.
not any basements at
And
all
if we
in
hit
that,
that
in that
hospital,
city.
we can ruin the Snatcher's
That's how we
plans.
know.
Well, this is it,
Got
Metal.
him.
We're heading right into the enemy's headquarters this time.
It's a basement, right?
Gillian,
Yeah?
this sounds really dangerous. I just wanted you to know I want you to come home safe.
Jamie,
The reason I left you is because I thought you were pushing yourself too hard, being self-destructive. And it seemed like the wedding ring you were wearing when they found us had become a tremendous burden on you. I didn't want that to be the only reason we stayed together.
oh, Jamie, I never felt that way at all.
I'll be waiting for you. We may not have our memories, but you are the only one I've ever shared any time with. Be
The
careful,
only one
Gillian.
I've ever spent any time with ever.
Alright.
Jamie.
We're down to the last page of notes.
Yeah. All right, Metal, let's go. We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital. Her Majesty is waiting.
That's a joke for ya.
Where are we going? I'm waiting.
It's true, they let that cutscene play a little too long. Speaking of a little too long, I love how they don't address that this cutscene plays a little too long for a little while. And you get to realize as a player something's up before they call it out.
Just where do you think you're going?
This is most unusual. The turbo cycle seems to be out of control.
I haven't been able to see
Switch
him
over to
once while
manual.
driving.
I'll take over.
Uh-oh.
Understood.
Bad news, Gillian. The song that's about to play is called Blow Up Turbo Cycle.
How is it?
What the? We've got no brakes.
Now
Metal,
play Blow Up
check the
Turbo
brake system out. Pronto.
Sorry, Gillian. Looks like sabotage. No doubt the Snatcher's handiwork.
Sabotage? But the only one who could work on the turbo
Looks like
cycle.
he's eating them.
Worry about that later.
Yeah.
Gillian, we've got to do something quickly.
The light ray.
Snorting them. Looks like he's wearing a face. This is a shadow.
I love those voice lines. Oh man. Beat's about to drop, guys.
And a good morning to you, my friend. Bud Miller with you here on the big 90.7. Looks like we're gonna have a
Blow
bright...
Up Turbo Cycle from Nina.
You're listening to Blow Up Turbo Cycle.
Sorry, I'm trying to fart. These mics, I'm always scared that I'm just like on mute. It's just like
I got unplugged at one point when I walked back in.
What else can we do? Metal, start punching buttons.
Any buttons at all?
Yes,
Well, you
yes,
can
push
see.
anything.
Yeah.
Gillian, this doesn't seem to be doing any good.
Damn, I was sure that would work.
That's how I
Gillian, the
do
road
my
makes a
tests
sharp
sometimes,
right
just
turn just
Give up.
1,500 meters ahead. At this speed, we'll never make
He
it.
gets this.
This is another song that isn't on any of the soundtracks that I know of.
Hey, Gillian!
Huh?
Over here!
What's that?
Gillian, over here!
Random.
Gillian, you gotta jump over to my butt! Hurry!
100 meters until we
That's
reach
the
the
line
road.
I always say when I say
Metal,
random
you go
there.
first.
Not again.
Move your butt. That curve's just ahead.
Understood.
I gotta say, this was
Two,
such an intense cutscene when I was 9 years
All right,
old.
Gillian, now it's your turn. Keep her steady.
When you open that door and then you can see his graphic.
Gillian, jump!
Never seen cutscenes like that at that point. This is in 1993.
150 meters.
Gillian, now!
70 meters.
Now, Gillian, now!
Too late.
Oh, I love this.
Gillian! I guess he didn't make it.
Don't bury me so fast. I'm right here.
Don't you even know how to ride a motorcycle?
Gillian, it's not much farther to Queen's Hospital, and you could
mean?
probably use the exercise
Driving
anyway.
right
Why don't we just continue the rest
This
of the
is
way
that
like this?
awesome part of the game where you have that guest party member. Yeah, a little
We've
cooler
arrived
than
at Queen's
Ashley.
Hospital.
So, this is the place, huh? Random, are you sure you know what you're doing? This isn't going to be a field trip, you know. We may not come back.
And the bounty for this one will more than make up for it.
If you're around to spend it, that is.
Gillian, let's get going.
Yeah.
You're right. I'll take it.
Ooh. I don't think my notes actually say anything in English right here, but I know what it's supposed to be saying.
The Chinese.
Rare Chinese characters. What is it? Oh, the rail skip. Everyone thought you had to look at the rails before. Turns out you don't.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right.
Speedrun.
Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Wow, what do we do now, Gillian?
Beep.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take the point?
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair!
That's such a good line, too.
Well, well, what do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of
Right.
Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
Basement.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs.
Yes.
Sort of like parallel worlds.
You're correct.
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use
Extreme caution. True. There are only 2 switches. How's that even possible? Alright, there was some really good routing in this room, too. It starts with looking over. Oh, it's the Terminator. It's the Terminator. It's Arnold. You know, it's so funny. Luca even knew that they looked like Terminators. He called them Terminators without, like, I was like, wow. Yeah, they're Terminators, you're right.
I'm the Snatcher.
Okay. Oh, really? No, not that button. Yeah. Bad notes. No time for that. Ooh, it didn't even get me.
Easy.
It didn't even get me. That's pretty rare that I get it without it hitting me.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Did I get it?
There's no doubt now that this is their
Dylan
maintenance
Miller
facility.
actually found the
This one was
setting
probably
that
still waiting
hides
to
the
get its
emulator
artificial
menu
skin
tab.
installed.
What up?
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Figured that one out last night,
Yeah,
baby.
that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Yeah, Lucas
Perhaps
said
that's
they're
humanity's
Terminators,
great
they
weakness.
just don't have red eyes.
We're always
I was
judging
like, that's
books by
exactly
their cover.
right.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
Instead of their eyes saying stop, they now say go.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
I think he always gets you. I'd like to test that scene. I think he always gets you. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe you can get him before he gets here.
And now skip the dialogue.
Yeah, right. That's what makes me think maybe you could. This room is the worst. Not only does it have such a annoying loop that they literally say that it's annoying, it has the longest text box in the game. I think it's the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
My god.
That was just one option. That is it. Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, we're in the hospital somewhere.
All right, let's try pushing both buttons
Figured it out.
simultaneously.
The two buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if two of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century.
Random when he says,
Eliminates the
"Come
risk
on."
of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
Come on!
Yes!
You did it! Door number 3 opened.
They
With
couldn't have made
safety
that a
measures
little
like that,
minigame?
they must have
could've
had a
made that
good
little
reason for
minigame.
wanting to keep it closed.
Dude, you yelling, come on, screw me up.
Yeah. Alright, trigger warning, content warning, gross violence, yucky.
TOS?
You don't want it.
Good God!
I read 4 human skeletons in this room.
Yes.
It's their morgue.
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven, Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
It's
Wanna hide a
very
book?
flimsy
What better
upon
place than
close
the
inspection.
library? Need to hide a
But
body?
it's actually
How about
very
the morgue?
detailed, at least.
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that
Check out that
something
map in the
screwy is
back.
going on.
Look at how beefy
That
thing
means
was.
that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4
That looks like-
snatchers.
It looks like he can withstand the rock.
Certainly does. Ooh. I don't need to trigger that again, sorry.
Looks like the guy on the table was sunbathing. Or at least pretending to.
Damn snatchers. They say they deliberately misaligned their teeth.
Deliberately misaligned.
Yeah, so you couldn't tell who it was based on their teeth.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims.
Completely not
Commencing
a
with
thing
victim number
in
1.
real reality.
Now performing
But,
craniometric
like,
analysis.
man.
X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron
I
CT data
think-
gathered. Complete cranial
think
data
we're
now
at
being compiled.
the big
Craniometric
cutscene
analysis complete.
already.
Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures.
Fontanelles.
2. Area of facial region and cranium.
Okay.
3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachnocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intracranial cavity.
How do
And
they
3.
do the
Mass of the
3D
skull.
grid like that?
Now commencing
So
soft feature
detailed,
reconstruction based on average
it's not
results of
perfect,
above
but
analysis.
man, it gets the point across real well.
Reconstructing.
Then they layer it like that.
Initial
with
phase
skin
completed.
and
Margin of error on estimate of
Pretty
victim's
good.
race 10%
93.
based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing
Oh, he has
reconstruction of
different
features
color
of
eyes
victim
in
number
that
2.
cutscene than all
Now
the other
starting
times.
craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10%
Imagine-
based on use of average
Imagine
values.
if I just
Now adding
like, hit a
postulated
button
hair and
skip
eye
this
features.
cutscene.
Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Imagine.
Moving
That'd
on
be
to
the
third
best.
victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric
But
analysis.
also the worst.
Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
Really, I wonder who
Reconstructing.
the pixel artist
Initial
was.
phase
in this.
completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction
Yeah,
of head
who
of
is that
third
guy?
victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face?
Don't worry, Jamie couldn't remember his
Chin
name
Shu
either.
Oh Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent
Yeah.
and still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis.
Here comes another
Complete
one
cranial
of the
data now being compiled
maybe-
using the same techniques as
maybe
the previous
top
reconstruction.
5 lines from the end of the
Craniometric
game.
analysis complete. Now commencing
Yes.
reconstruction using the same
Hello,
techniques as the
Wayne.
previous reconstruction.
When he calls out who it is.
Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of
Oh my
victim's race
gosh, I think it's
10%
a
based on
Benson.
use of average values.
I think it's
Now
someone
adding
named
postulated
Benson.
hair and eye features.
iCarly.
Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
Well, damn.
It's the chief!
What?
I love that delivery.
The chief is a snatcher!
That line,
The
too.
Benson on the
really good,
scrap
too.
of that patient record was Benson
There's
Cunningham.
certain lines
Judging from the
imprinted
condition
on
of
me
the
with
body,
like
I would
this
estimate that the snatching took place
especially when
approximately 1 month
this
ago.
song kicks in certain
So it
parts.
was the chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message.
The chief of
Wait a minute.
Snatcher
Didn't
hunting
Mika say
police
that Harry had left to go
was a
find the chief?
snatcher.
That's right. He was probably trying to track down
That's
some
a
evidence
twist.
on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
That's far enough, Junker. Your little investigation is over.
It's them!
Who? Snatchers? Get them!
My arm! I can't reach my blaster! I'm hit in the leg!
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there? Jin Shuo, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished.
Oh, I love
But our
that graphic
plans
of
move
it.
forward. We are now entering phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What
Everybody
are you
do
talking
their
about?
random impression.
As you know, our operations
good one.
have been hindered up
I
to
love
now
this face
by the
graphic
flaws
of
in our
Helium.
artificial skin.
I think it's only right here in the
Skin's
game.
shortcomings have kept us away from
Really good art.
ultraviolet
Really
rays,
good art.
forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we
This
had
is
to
why I
construct
don't
a
go
hospital like this.
overboard
all
explaining
because of the
this
flaws in
game,
our
because this game
artificial skin.
explains itself.
This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Why isn't Metal doing
Don't be
anything?
so sure. You won't
Metal
get out
could
of the
grab
city
the
that
blasters,
easy.
at least. You'll be back here.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Overall, I really love the bad guys' plan.
Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem.
They're going to
It
like
will
a
be one of the main
UN
topics
type meeting,
discussed at this year's
rolling
summit.
with the
That's
leader
right.
of
Tomorrow, we
anti-Snatcher
attack
force.
the summit.
And they're gonna bring.
You must be
Well,
crazy.
you'll see what they're
Security there'll
gonna be bringing
incredible. You
later.
won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow Junker will be
This is a
given
remix of
special
the already most
presentation
intense song in
at
the
the
game.
summit?
The chief, Cunningham. So that's why you
The
snatched
chief!
him.
Random space.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Oh, he said.
Who is this we
He
you keep
said
talking
domination.
We?
Shots fired,
We
domination.
are an evolved life form,
Hey.
given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator,
call that?
Modnar. We are a new race.
Yeah, it's not the best name.
Modnar. Modnar? The Kremlin. Those names are familiar, but
Our goal is to snatch all the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
Oh, that sounds kind of
you're
nice.
insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated.
No, wait, hold
you
on. Let's hear him
underestimate
out.
the strength of the
Worldwide
human
unification?
spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis,
Wait,
our
alright.
strategy begins
Let me
with the
stop you right
overpowering
there.
of the
I was
spirit
gonna
of
hear
the
you out,
people.
but then,
We
whoa.
will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your
Did I do something wrong?
suspiciousness
Oh.
and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust.
It
Fear
costs
is you
you
humans'
exactly
weak point.
$0 to
It
just
is
never
the
say that word
primitive
again.
part of your
Yeah.
brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By
Oh,
stimulating
yeah.
that part of your atavistic
every detail.
instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian,
Slap that
at
face.
this rate, they'll
Gillian.
kill us all. You've
That's
got to get
really
out
good
of mine.
pixel art,
You're a
too.
junker. Just what have you have in mind? I've got a big fireworks show ready for
Alright, think about
Better than
in-universe what's
snatched.
happening right now in this room.
You're gonna blow yourself up? No. We're
This has been
fighting
already going
together.
on for, let's say, 10 seconds.
It won't work.
each
I'm hitting the thigh.
You gonna let me finish?
Damn. A bounty hunter
I'll
keeps
just wait
waiting
until
with
you
a
finish your
leg wound like
conversation.
this. I might as well have been shot in the head.
There must be some way out of here.
Shinshu
I wasn't
Ho is
doing this job
literally
just for
standing
fun. I stay
right
ready
there.
for situations like this.
Yeah.
I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
I think I said Shinshu Ho that
little
time,
late for
like
fireworks.
Shinshu Ho.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's
Are they about
packed
to
with
kiss? The music
TNTPX. You know, that
I
really
like this
strong
back and
stuff they use in
forth,
the mines on
actually.
Mars. One
They're
push
one of their
and
quirky
this whole
jokes.
hospital will
The
go. No trouble at all.
off-season
No
fireworks
time to
show.
sit around thinking, Junker boy. Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting?
That must have been at least 100 seconds. They just sat there. We're quite busy, you
When I
know.
give the signal,
I love
break
that
into the
flow
air
there,
shaft
too.
and run, and don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes,
He's actually like super polite.
Random.
Just, please continue.
Gillian. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that deck.
They're
you
still
owe me.
just sitting
Don't
there.
worry.
I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right.
Oh,
Run,
that
Gillian!
might be my favorite line delivery.
We'll destroy this entire.
The entire hospital go up, no problem at all.
Might as well take a bullet to the head.
Metal, are you okay?
think.
What?
Metal, something broken?
Creepy dog.
Language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
Alright, they're completely fixed.
What happened?
Never happen again.
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast.
What did you just say?
If it wasn't for Random,
You even listening to
we wouldn't have
yourself?
made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian, we have no time for grief now.
Oh,
We
Random.
must
The
get back to
thick
Junker
walls of
headquarters
this
as quickly as
duct
possible.
must have
Harry and
saved
Mina are in
us
danger.
from TNTPX, that
And I have
really
to keep my
strong stuff
promise
that
to
they
Random.
use on the mines on Mars.
First, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing.
Thick
What should we
duct.
do?
The Twisters are actually dead.
Alright, this is actually like the most involved routing. This routing was so involved I didn't even like 100% correctly route this part of the game. There could be a better way to get through, but this will work.
Yeah, we got the bad ending. Random's gone.
Oh, imagine that as soon as I flash my Junker badge.
Your Junker. Who's that flash? My Junker badge?
Whoa, I already got the sneeze? See what I'm saying? There could be better routing here. I've never seen him sneeze that fast, I don't think. That's I thought that you had to do a lot more stuff to trigger that. Yeah, this song is so dope, even though it's 2 seconds long. Oh yeah, listen.
Probably sounds like water flowing and not dripping. Yes, that was Crazy Frog.
investigate 2 more things. Okay, and now...
Incoming best emote I have.
There we go. There it is, finally! Oh wow, that's a cool emote. Oh, oh. I actually want to take this one a little serious. Oh, I almost got hit there. I don't know if I die in any of these if I would actually game over. I don't plan on it. These aren't the hard fights. But I think the game over.
Fucking huge, really tiny.
Woo. Got him. Got him.
Perspective in this compared to what we just saw, those insects must have been like this big on the walls.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah, kind of weird,
This is part
right?
of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You're saying a vent in the morgue went to the subway? Like the tracks
Yes,
of the
it would
subway
appear
or
that the
something?
Snatchers are using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with a
Word?
perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so
Tunnel
much.
skip?
We should have
Tunnel
realized
skip
this
coming
sooner.
up?
The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old lines.
That's
and since they
it's
are
the
abandoned, the
most
Snatchers
likely
are
way
undetected as well.
to do a skip in this game. If you could
That's
guess
how
how
those
it
two we
is.
caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was
I'll
killed
give
were
you
able
a
to
hint.
disappear
It's
so quickly.
very
They
difficult
must have
technique.
used this subway.
That would appear to be correct. The tube
I'm
liner
always
passes underneath
nervous
that
if I can
factory
pull
site
it
as
off
well.
50 times.
That would
so
also explain why sand from the factory was in the
if I get
air
it
duct at the
wrong,
hospital.
instant game
So
over.
this is the trick they were
And
using to stay
the
out of the
game breaks
sun
itself.
and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's
It's
follow the
tough.
subway. We should be able to get out
Here
when
we
we get
go.
to the nearest station.
Here we go, tunnel skip. Love this art.
Accidentally pulls the trigger and just shoots metal right through the head.
Yeah, he is kind of pointing his gun right at metal.
I knew it was ironic. But dude, that's right, the game will break itself. Right in one pop out. Shoot metal.
That's so close.
Look, metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
Light Yagami!
There's a ladder.
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right.
Tub?
Now climbing the
Bathtub.
ladder.
And then I guess a bathtub.
Yes, up.
Oh my god, I
We seem
found
to
it.
have emerged
That's
into an odd
insane.
place. Wait, this room.
Convenient.
How did that ladder drop
It's
from there
Freddie Nielsen's
before?
bathroom.
This is
He
insanity.
was using
Double
this
bottom
shaft from the
bathtub?
bathtub to get down into the subway.
So
So
common.
that's how he did that.
I understand now.
Yes, as I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub must be of a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out,
Only a
they would
robot
just
could
drain
think
the
of
water
something
into
so
another tank.
ingenious. A
Jeez.
secret.
Double bottom bathtubs, abandoned subways.
With the fur.
Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
I love
Okay, Gillian,
that line.
let's head
I'm
outside.
sorry. I tried to find the, Descent Underground. That's so funny that they put that there. Oh yeah, you gotta... Moscow, huh? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Very cool. Alright.
The Nielsen's apartments. I wonder what their ratings are.
I get it. Ride in taxi. Alright, where to, sir? This is such a cool screen. I wish I could stay on the screen for 10 minutes.
You could?
You're right. You know when you're right, you're right.
So, where to?
Ooh, take that, Chinshu. Oh. That's
Is he dead?
3-0.
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion. It was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto
Sounds
summit.
like he was like
I know.
fresh out of bed
And
when
I
he
have
was
to pay
recording
back
his
my
last
debt to
episode.
Random.
With
Let's use this taxi
interest.
to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just
I
hope
love
Mika and
some
Harry are
lines
safe.
in this game, but some lines are terrible.
It was just like
Some lines are also...
This came out of bed.
Oop, I didn't know I had to do that on the screen. This is such a good screen, too.
You saying?
Uh-oh.
Think that.
It does look like a tank, but... I read motion. Use extreme caution. Cannon. Is this cannon?
It's that guy out of Samus's power beam.
Open shutter. Oh yeah, that kind of does look like that. I never really thought of that.
All right.
I thought
I'm
it was
going
like
to
a
open
tower.
it. Please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Fire! A woman! Fire! Woman! Kiss you.
Mika! Mika, are you all right?
Are you a snatcher too?
Metal, how is she?
You tell me.
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Okay. Alright.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian?
Mika, what happened?
Gillian,
The double
chief.
Harry coming up is so
The chief
good.
is a snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
That's a good one.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
That was
You
smart.
know, Mika
Not
really
even a snatcher
does
can get through this
try
shield.
her hardest
So
in
where's
like all
Harry?
of her lines.
He said keep
There
the
are
door
other
sealed
voice
no matter what
actors in
happens
this
in
that
there.
aren't like that.
And then he went
Mika
in.
really goes for her
Gillian,
lines,
please
though.
help him.
They're not all
Harry,
perfect, but
Mika, open the door.
he
I'm
doesn't
going
sound
in.
lazy in any of her deliveries.
It's definitely effort for them.
Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
We miss a lot of Jamie's voice acting
Gillian,
in this
please
game,
be careful.
but it's
The chief is very cunning.
awful.
Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry. I'll
Some
watch
of her line
myself in there.
deliveries in the opening cutscene is just like, you need to do another take. You're clearly just reading this off a piece of paper.
Very Harry's.
Harry!
We only have time for one take.
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old.
The game is
Just
due
look
release
at me.
tomorrow.
What happened?
I saw the chief.
So there are a lot
messing
of
with your
different
turbocycle.
versions of this game.
That weird
This is
picture
like
in his
the
office.
latest one in the timeline, I'm pretty sure, of
How
release.
is he?
Chapter 2
Metal.
was the end of the game at some points.
I do not wish
We
to
get a
say.
chapter 3 in
Really?
this version.
That
But we're
bad.
coming up on the
Gillian.
original ending.
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw.
This scene is actually pretty good.
Was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry.
There's another one of those twists in the game that's like,
Is
what?
there anything we can do for him?
What?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Like the twinkle in Gillian's.
Harry.
Yeah, I really like the subtle changes
Doesn't look
in the
like you're
pixel
hurting
art
too
that
bad.
we've seen here.
This will work out
Small stuff like
perfect,
that
Teddy.
can make a huge
You
difference.
always were working too
Yeah,
hard
because
anyway. Why don't you take a nice long
back
vacation
then,
somewhere and rest up?
Cutscene. This is like one of the first
Nice try,
cutscenes I've
Gillian,
ever
but
seen.
it's my
you know,
body.
it was only in-game models doing things before. There was never cutaways to movies.
You were a good kid, Gillian.
So on Sega CD, it had a lot of pictures with one thing changing, like his eyes.
Always had a.
This one has a lot of
feeling
motion
about you.
compared to a lot of the other games, though.
I've always had trouble talking to people.
Benson
since I
took
was
down
little.
Benson.
Like my father. What I can remember of him.
This is another song that doesn't seem to be on any of the soundtracks.
You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah.
What are we tying?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
John?
But John is...
Oh, John.
Quiet.
That's a shot. You
Gillian,
mean Sean?
I've lived my life alone. I
love
didn't
one of his
know my
deliveries.
parents or family. Always
When he
so
talks about finding it.
glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian,
Harry misses, his voice actor misses the correct stressing and delivery of a few of his lines. He's supposed to come across a very certain way, but he doesn't sound as crappy and annoyed as he's supposed to sound through most of the game.
Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian,
that line.
He's about...
That line.
Looks like
it really does
I've
get
been
me.
talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir.
I love that
just
back
hope it
and
doesn't
forth,
come to
too.
that. So, where should we start our search?
He's so tilted right now. He's screaming Cunningham down the halls. The song is so good. So many of the songs in this game are so good. Of course, this is the second time in this game you have to loop every single room to progress. The desk.
Yeah, the...
Oh. It's blood.
It's ketchup.
Oh, right, search. Not look at the ceiling, search the ceiling. Wow, that is creepy.
I waited for you to look up before I made my move.
The lighting control
It's so
system has been
convenient
destroyed.
that you get all your HP back after every shooting sequence.
Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
No, he did run.
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
We're not letting anyone out of
Headquarters
here.
emergency lighting has been activated.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
Make it 3. 3 loops in Junker HQ. I love this part of the game though, how everything looks different. So, such a blood-tinged aesthetic, as it were. Meadow will never turn his light on until you tell him to. He will like tell you to tell him to, but he won't do it himself.
Should I use the light?
Alright, here we go. You know what? You know what? Not making a fatal mistake like that.
Would you like to continue playing?
Isn't it funny? There are a few games that ask that, and it'll do its own weird little jingle, and then it'll end the game if you say so.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait,
Time to get
Mika's not in the
serious.
pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
Cunningham.
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
I'm in here.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
That's so. That was like so.
Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move.
Where did those
It's a
chains
trap.
come from? This is
A
the front
hostage.
lobby.
You cowardly scum!
That's such a
Mika,
good delivery too.
Why did you open the entrance?
He says scum
I
like
don't know.
3
I
or
was
4
really
times.
scared. I mean, the
Such an
emergency light's going on
underrated
so
word.
suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
Mika, you
What
got
are you
it.
going
Please
to
don't
do?
shoot me 3 times.
I
Please.
have you now, Junker.
Do it. That was good.
The Snatcher's
I
functions
think-
have been
I
terminated.
think that was like a task fight, other
Are
than
you
like
alright?
the delay
Yes.
that I did.
Yes, I think
Because
so.
that
Thank you.
4th hit, I hit
Harry?
Mika,
I got it.
and he hit me,
Random?
but
Sorry.
I only took
so
1 bar
long.
of damage.
This ought to make us
Because
even.
you're supposed to take 1 from getting hit and from hitting Mika.
So they're like overlapped.
Yeah, it was at the same time.
You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual
Oh,
energy
this is
feedback.
another song
Its
that
power
you
levels
can't
are
find on the
dropping rapidly.
soundtrack. This is a good track too.
was nothing more than a maintenance facility.
Let me tell you
We
all
have
about
comrades
that before I
operating
die.
throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into phase 2.
So this used to be the end of the game in the first few versions of the game.
Your existence is meaningless as long as you don't get
Man, that's a
your
lot of
memory
residual
back.
energy feedback you've got going on, huh?
Good luck, Junker.
My memory? Comrades?
Iconic.
Professor Lorraine?
Look at that.
sorry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika!
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die.
You let everyone
I made a promise
die.
to Harry and
I
Randall.
promise I won't let
Everyone is
But the
dead.
city is still full of snatchers.
So,
This
after
fight
now,
is just beginning.
starting now.
Napoleon is the only survivor so far.
Mulligans.
Well, Katrina too. And you know, I feel like someone
Gillian,
else is
I
about
have
to
an
call
urgent
us.
video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory.
That's what that means.
So
Yeah.
what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Some of the line
Gillian, it's
delivery here is so
terrible.
bad.
What we've done.
Where are
Jamie,
Is it
What's
snowing?
wrong?
I
You've been
can't tell
looking
you
at the
something
snow
like
for
this over
30
the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian.
You see
I
the
can't
snow,
tell
man.
you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
I love that graphic.
Snatcher!
How it just fades in from
Gillian.
the shadow.
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require
There's a very
her
uneven
cooperation
game,
for
and
a
it's
short
cool,
period
uncool
here
sort of
at
stuff.
the
But
Kremlin.
man, if you're
So
in for
for
the
now,
ride, it's a
I
hell of a
suggest
ride.
you avoid doing anything foolish. Professor Seed.
What? 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 Did you just say Professor Seed? The end. Imagine that being the end of the game. How unfulfilling would that be?
That would be very.
There we go. Act 3. Cure.
With the start of this year's
Oh, Cure
Kyoto
was
Summit
2.
just 3
Act 3
hours
is
away,
junk. That's
the
even more
delegates from the
cool.
participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
I wonder if this is the same guy from the radio station when you hit the button in the turbo cycle.
A major poll of domestic
Oh,
and
it
international
totally
opinion
is.
carried out
It
just
totally
last
is.
week
I never
shows
thought of
that the
that.
vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
They're gonna
like
nuke Japan. Gonna
Now
nuke
that the
Japan.
chief's death has
What-
been confirmed,
what
it
is
won't be
that?
long before
Come
they strip
on.
us of our junker authorization.
They will be
it's
deciding how
it's
to
a part
handle
of
Neo
thinking coming
Kobe
up.
at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes
So,
on the city to make
for
sure the
everybody
Snatchers are wiped out.
Checking this out and
That's
hanging out from the
ridiculous.
beginning.
Come on, this is the 21st
like
century.
Perudo
That may not
and
be as improbable
Defensior.
as it seems. The
Thank
world's
you so
leaders are
much.
extremely concerned about the
This is
Snatcher
an interesting game to get into
The
a
chief was
speed
going to
run
calm this hysteria in
marathon.
his speech at the summit, but that'll never
But
happen
it is
now.
a speed game, and
3
it's been
months
fun to
ago, government
route and
pressure on
play.
junker
And
operations
there's been some
increased
interesting
dramatically.
twists
Gillian's
along the
transfer here was
playthrough.
really our last
So,
chance.
Our own
I
chief
love
was
the game.
snatched. It's not too
I think it's
surprising
well
they
worth
don't want to
watching
trust
and
us
playing.
anymore.
And
I've heard that the
thanks.
Army and FBI are going to
2
take over
shots
operations
fired.
now.
Thanks to the staff.
That's correct. That
Thanks
too
to
will
the
be
people
officially
hanging out.
decided in 3 hours' time.
All the viewers. Everyone.
3 hours, eh?
Nice.
Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatcher's
mean,
headquarters before then.
It is
Gillian,
the
can you
most
do it?
extreme of options,
If
but
we
if
only
they
knew where it
literally
was, I
were
should be
sure
able to
every
manage
snatcher
something.
was in Neo Kobe,
Hitting their outposts like
I'd say
Queen's
nuke
Hospital
it.
won't do
You
any
can't
good.
let them out.
We have to find their main nerve
It's
center.
literally an existential threat to all of
What about the
humanity.
memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others,
Yeah,
it
there's
was
not much else
completely
you can do.
blanked.
You'd
It's a
have
form of
to.
I'm just gonna
self-destruct
go in there
mechanism that
myself
they
and kill
use.
them all.
You can. They're too smart.
Wait a
They
minute.
have underground
Metal, what
tunnels
about
and
tracing
the
that video
hospitals
phone
with
call
all
from
that
Jamie?
technology that we saw.
It was no
You
good.
gotta
The call
do it.
didn't last long
Staging
enough.
fake
Still,
floors
it
of a
definitely
hospital.
did come from within the
Yep.
city.
Damn.
Now they know how to
Where
repair
are
their
they
skin,
hiding?
so they say.
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say
Yeah.
something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Can't you remember?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal.
You know
I
that.
want you to tell me everything you know about
It's kind
me.
of rude to bring it up
Why
like
was I
that.
sent to Junker
Are you
headquarters?
sure you don't
Where did I
remember
come from?
anything? Oh, you know what? Just remembered.
Gillian.
Nobody asked me if I was
Metal,
sure.
the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you
Come
are the
on.
highest ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
He looks like Temmie from Undertale.
Where were we rescued from?
Nice reference.
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the
you know what?
Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th
In
Siberian
the
Investigative
next
Force.
really long cutscene,
precisely,
that's when I'll show
You
off
were
the
discovered in
manual. I'll
cryogenic
show off
sleep
the manual
pods
to the
in an
camera.
underground bunker near
I
Moscow.
said I was going to do that at some
Cryogenic
point.
sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph
Yeah.
of the bunker.
Yep.
There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were
Let's
discovered.
bring this into the
There
plot
were
too.
3 pods?
Cryo
You were
freeze.
revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia.
I mean, how would you ever
However,
give this
another theory
information
suggests
in a
your
way
memories
other
may
than
have been
just
intentionally
cutscenes?
erased. This is the only
You
piece
know,
of
this
evidence
is the only
found
way
at
to
the site.
have a game like this. There has to be
That's Harry's
long
picture,
cutscenes
from when he
where
was
it
a
just
kid.
explains and explains.
And how complete is the amnesia?
That's correct.
It's like, I don't
Harry
even
is
remember being
Gillian
born.
and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA
Yeah,
tests.
Harry?
they don't remember anything.
Harry was my son?
You're the only person
the
I've
information
ever spent
gained from the
any
photo,
time with.
It was established
That's
that
what
you
they're
are
saying.
Gillian
They
Seed
have
and your
global
wife,
amnesia
Jamie
completely.
Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
Track coming in.
But what does that have to do with the
after long-
Snatchers?
That might be the
When the
longest
17th
silence
Special
in the game
Investigative
during
Force was
lines.
bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher.
Wow.
Of course, before their
You're
departure,
done.
they all underwent thorough
That's a
examinations.
really good point.
So, if one of them was
BioShock
snatched,
was
It had
able
to
to
be somewhere
deliver
in Siberia,
a
right?
lot of this sort of stuff
That's
in
correct.
gameplay
and in order
elements.
to attempt to
That's a
determine the
really
origin
good
of the Snatcher,
point.
as well as your true identities,
That
you were
said,
assigned
like,
to
when
Junker
BioShock
headquarters.
came out, that
The
game
hope
was
that exposure to the Snatchers would help
revolutionary
to
in
regain
its
your memories.
genre.
Moscow?
So, like,
50
you're
years
right,
ago.
though. That's a really good
Almost
call.
everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the
I feel like it'd be
catastrophe.
hard to pull off.
So Gillian and Jamie are the
But
only
without
living
cutscene,
witnesses?
Like actually,
That's why I was like, there's none. But now that you mention that, it's like, wow, you know what?
Did he know?
It's just, it's
No,
not easy,
It was
I
highly
guess. I
classified
couldn't do it.
information.
I
He
couldn't
was
think
never
of it.
told.
even if they pull it off, then
I was never
it makes
able
the
to
game
do
great.
anything
That's why
for
everyone
him.
talks about BioShock.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
Why so many
Gillian.
people like
Didn't
it.
Jamie say something
I
about
know,
taking a boy
don't you
hostage?
I just feel like they're just
That's
praying.
right.
They get their
must know
finger on
about
the trigger.
Harry and
They
are
just
using him to
want
threaten her.
Use Gillian's a Snatcher. This whole
We've
game.
only got 3 hours.
But they never do drop
Gillian,
that.
let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
Oh,
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're
this
operating.
is kind of cool. I like
All
this
right,
part of the game.
Let's go over what we know about them.
You have to be really good about the inputs at this part of the game. You can mash past where you're supposed to be real quick here. It's like a clip show. Oop, see? I did it right there. Alright, almost home.
What city? New York?
I mean, it's at least some gameplay element, right? It's telling the story that Mika is a junker too, at
This
least.
homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's
Really?
not it.
Really?
Wait.
Several years.
What
Why?
about
Why
that
is that the
pollen?
plot line, too?
That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles
I
around here,
always wondered.
Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Is the Ina River a real river?
Let's look at a map of the
They
areas
say the Ina
investigated so
River,
far.
and they say the Moscow River.
This is an
I
enlarged
feel like
view
the
of the
Moscow
southwest
River
portion of the
probably
city
isn't
around
real,
the
but
Ina
I wonder
River.
if the Ina
This
River
blue
is, because
area
that
is
sounds
that
like a
in
pretty
which Snow 9
specific
is
name.
present. Now I'll
How do you
superimpose a
even
chart of the
pronounce
abandoned
how do you
tunnel
even
liner
spell
tunnels.
that? I would think it would be
From
like
this we can establish those areas with
I-I-N-A.
Snow 9, which are
Ina
accessible
River,
by subway
Japan.
tunnel.
Yeah?
Damn. Nice try, but it's
Yeah.
still too large. We
Kobe.
could never cover it in 3
I-N-A.
hours.
Yeah.
Don't give up
Oh,
so
it
fast,
doesn't go
Gillian.
through Kobe,
What
though.
about that
Oh,
image of
this
home
is
thing we were
technically
talking
Neo
about?
Kobe, though, so
Maybe
I
there's
guess
some
they
kind of
shifted
geographic
northeast.
similarity. Maybe
Does
the
the river
same
look
view
like
can be
that,
seen
though?
or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Huh. Zoom real in.
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
Nah. Thought it was like
This
that
is
for
the
a
Moscow
second.
River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal.
You think I
Show us the
want
location that
to-
Jamie and I
Yeah.
were picked up from.
Zunberg.
Right
Definitely
Metal,
a Vonnegut
before the
reference.
catastrophe,
Snow
what was
9.
at this location?
Yeah.
The
Ice
headquarters
9.
for the entire
I'm
Soviet
pretty
Union,
sure that's
the
what it
Kremlin.
is. In
The Kremlin?
I don't know.
That
Is
Snatcher
that the
said
name of
something
the
about
book?
taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
But yeah.
Metal, what
call.
spot in Neo
Good
Kobe
catch.
would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
See, this is real investigative work. If you just
This
go
is
with
the
all the
spot.
MacGuffins.
It's presently occupied by
Good
an
stuff.
old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
We can't get
And
to
it's
it.
right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway
We
area.
just tried to map it from where
That's it.
we can't
That's
get there.
their headquarters.
We need
Their
a
new
turbo cycle
Kremlin.
or something.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian.
I want to go with
He
you.
is so
Sorry,
rude to her
Mika.
in the scene.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to
This
the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We
Yeah,
found their
easy.
hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Patronizing.
Thanks.
So patronizing.
Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's
I
go,
just
Gillian.
wasn't gonna say a word.
Gillian?
Don't you worry.
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
I
You're
love
not
dinner.
interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay,
Nice.
Metal, let's go.
Dude, dialogue. Yeah, we gotta bounce right now. We gotta go. Go, leave, go, run. The last turbo cycle and is green. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to
I've
church.
input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
Lift off. First
Flight
day on the job, and
configuration,
now
now gaining
this.
altitude.
Interesting.
Jamie, please be safe.
With interest.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50
Yeah,
year
they do get interest in their
hours.
strict time limit, actually. That's a really good line, too. 50 years
Snow!
and 3 hours.
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will
You
also
didn't
be
put it
impossible
on. I
from
can
this
see your
point
bare
on.
face.
Understood?
Okay, I heard you. Uh-oh. Radio transmissions are off from this point, too. That means I
Conversion
can't
to hover
save.
configuration complete.
I can't save.
Gillian, we've arrived.
Good thing I never even failed the end boss fight once, even in practice. Right? Right. Not once did I see you fail it. Nice.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising.
Yeah, where's your
After
filter
all, our
on,
friends
ass?
always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right.
Yeah, dinner. He's still
One,
thinking about dinner from Nico.
2, 3.
Come on! Open up interest.
That got it.
Man, this place is creepy. Let's just leave. The song is pretty atmospheric. Yeah, alright. Ragdoll! Oh yeah, Sephiroth. That is a pretty good approximation of Sephiroth in a suit. Maybe that's Turk Sephiroth. Anar. Nice. Sephiroth. Hey, we were all in there. Awesome. 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 "23rd Siberian Investigative Force."
It's 23 of them.
That's where the original Snatcher came from, that came back to Neo Kobe. But here's where the real twist is. Here's where we see what the Snatcher's real plan is. So good. So ingenious.
No, it's this song.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. It's this thing again.
I thought that song was going to be
This is where
specific
they
to that
fuse the
room.
artificial skin under the Snatcher's endostructure.
Yeah, totally.
First, they adjust the size of the still
Totally. I
skinless
always
Snatcher
wondered if
to
that
the
was
size of the
making that
individual
sound
who
too.
is to be snatched. The
Yeah.
Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is
Sizing rods.
controlled by gender units, which are installed at
Gender
this point.
units.
Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim
Rods.
by adjusting the size of the
Rods,
upper and lower
yes.
jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just
And
like
their
Gibson
tooth
said,
alignment.
that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attached.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical
How
response.
do you think it would
Like
taste?
human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
They make it so their hair
Make
can
those
grow back,
adjustments at this
but they
point in the
can't figure their
process, as
skin
they would
out?
for wrinkles to simulate age.
Really? Womp womp.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
All right.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Gillian's a
You're in here
snatcher.
too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last
Gillian
junker,
not a snatcher
you.
yet confirmed.
Definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian,
And
this is
pretty
definitely
awesome.
their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not
Metal.
yet. Not until we found
that's my
Jamie.
guy.
Metal,
We
how much
could
time do we have
destroy
left?
everything.
The summit should have begun by
You
now.
ain't wrong,
we
Metal.
don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I
Good
know,
luck,
I know.
Tony.
If the military wants to
Good
avoid
luck.
nukes and goes
Yeah.
for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
Well, that sounds pretty heavy.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move
All right.
faster by myself anyway.
We're
30
at
minutes
world
should be
record
plenty.
pace.
Go, Metal.
It's confirmed.
Yes, sir. Don't forget.
Oh,
30 minutes.
Message them and ask if I can get an extra 30 minutes to an hour. I can't message them. I have to leave because
30
of
minutes?
interference. Remember, you
This
only
is
have
going to
30
be
minutes.
tight.
Right, yeah.
That room's the only place left to
Yeah,
check.
right.
Let's take a look.
That's a perfect example of the logic in this game. Alright, here we go. Not messing up. Pressure's on.
Yeah.
My hands are definitely sweating. Got him.
Damn.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that.
You vote
They
for a
almost got me.
snatcher?
Alright, here we go.
All right.
Final boss.
Let's open the next door. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa! Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay,
Well, hold on.
let's
Not
try this
done
next
yet.
door.
Technically, you can game over. Remember? Whoa. All right.
You win.
All right.
Jamie, are you all right?
That's pretty
Gillian,
much
you came for
the
me.
end, but it's not.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me.
That was the last
Not until
boss.
the new artificial skin
That
is
was the
completed
last
anyway.
boss.
Artificial skin research?
Now there's still a lot to cover.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
First try.
What happened? Tell me,
Every
Jamie.
fight.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd
How
kill
did I do in
Harry.
practice in the
They
last
forced
boss?
me. I had to help
What
them with the
was-
skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill.
It seems that
Wasn't
because
getting any
the
better.
pattern is
Gillian,
random.
the engineer Harry,
Sometimes you can
he's
get
our
like 3 in
son.
a row that are the
He's
same.
been living
which
on
make
his
it all
own now
easy.
for
This is
50
wicked
years.
random. I died
Jamie,
like
I'm
12
afraid
times
that Harry's...
plus
There was nothing I
when
could
was
do.
practicing on
They
that last
forced
fight.
me, but I can't do it anymore.
But then I went to controller instead of trying it
Jamie.
on keyboard, and it got way
professor-
easier.
He just died. He was over
All
100.
right, I'm gonna show off the
professor?
manual
What?
as this
This
scene
old
plays, but
man?
I'm gonna dry my hands first because they are actually.
Don't you
That
remember?
was stressful.
It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What?
Yeah.
This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose
Now it's
father?
my turn to
Jamie,
play
I don't
the
have
game.
any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes.
Yeah.
At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military
So,
meant
yeah,
a strong nation.
This game's
There were
interesting.
rumors that there would be an
It,
agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons.
It has a
On the
lot
other
left to
hand,
say,
the
but there's
major
not
powers
too
like
much
the US
left to
began
do
to
in
get
the
involved
game.
in a space weapons
There
race.
is still like
But not the Soviets.
2 to 3
The conservative
screens we'll
despots in the
have to
Kremlin had
navigate
another,
before the
completely
credits roll.
different idea for gaining military
But yeah,
superiority.
at any rate,
A horrible plan, something
Here was
no
their
one
plan.
else would think of. At that time,
By the way, did
the
you
countries
say
of the communist
interest
bloc were
in-
facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for
he never
democracy were
says that
springing
line
up
again.
all over.
I wish he did.
Communism itself was
He
facing
does say
extinction.
Random.
Facing pressure from the
Sorry
reformers,
it
the
took
Kremlin
so
began
long.
to panic.
And then.
And that's when that horrible,
I think he
childish
says,
plan was launched.
But that should
And that was
pay
the
you back
Snatcher
or something.
project.
It doesn't
Replace
say
your
with
enemies'
interest.
leaders with puppets of your own.
Including the interests
Then
I
you
mentioned
control
before.
their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside
I'm
out.
still. I don't even want to show this
That's
yet
right,
because
Gillian.
I'm still a little shook.
And to develop
Hand-wise.
these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the
Let
world.
me say I was
Some of
not
them were even brought
confident
in
that I
against
would
their
nail
will.
the end game there.
At the crux of that development
like the
effort was a
second
group called the
part
Frankenstein
went by way
Project
faster.
Team. You and I were
Yeah.
members of that team, Gillian.
Right?
It was
But
a
the
four-person
insectos seemed
team
like they
led
took
by the late
forever.
Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son,
All right.
Elijah Modner, handled genetics and
For all the
microbiology. For
real
nanobiology
fans
and picobiology,
are
myself.
interested.
And
We'll
for
do a little,
behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian.
do a little coverage
Early
of
development was
what
carried out
Snatcher
at a lab
is
in
all about.
Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the
It's
Kremlin.
real. Look at this.
At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements
Very
were
nice.
gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special
I love
agent
that
sent
picture.
by the United States to
What
infiltrate
else
and
we got in
sabotage the
here?
project.
What
I was
exactly
CIA?
is a Snatcher?
Yes, and the
Oh
government
yeah,
knows
this
that.
is so dope.
That's why you
Look
were
at
assigned
this.
to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly.
there's actually a full graphic novel.
On
Not
June
full
6,
graphic novel.
1996, there
but,
was that accident.
I think it's like a 12-page
A mysterious explosion at the
graphic
Chernobyl
novel
facility
type thing.
spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there
Yeah,
into the atmosphere,
really.
destroying the country and the
Good
project.
Who's on the cover?
Gillian.
Was it you? Did you
Model
set off that
after an actual
explosion?
person.
What? You can't be serious.
Yes.
You think I
Yes, it
caused the
is.
catastrophe?
It is.
Somehow,
I
during
will
the
show you who it's
confusion,
modeled
Professor
after in a
Modner and our
minute.
son Harry managed to get picked up by American
So,
agents. But we
there's
couldn't
a
get out in
comic
time. You and I and
In the
Elijah.
first few pages
In a
of
shelter
the
below the
manual,
Kremlin, we entered a
that's a
cryogenic
snatcher
sleep.
running
Our
away
plan
from
was to
random
sleep there until
Hajil.
the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago,
And then
we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative
Transitions
Force.
into the
Yes, but
cutscene
when they
that
found
we
us,
skipped
Elijah's pod was already
in the
empty.
beginning of the speedrun.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks
Good
like
stuff.
random?
They never really made
That's right,
any
Elijah
other
is
versions
alive.
of this.
Elijah
It's only
is
here
and
in the
working on the
manual.
Snatchers.
There is
Why don't you
an
let me
archive.org
finish your
copy of
little
this.
story?
It's very good for the super fans.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes.
And yes, and Gillian. Random!
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No, not quite.
Random!
So
Not
you
quite.
remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar.
I've heard of
I'm
that
afraid
guy.
I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Oh
Elijah,
yeah, look at you got
why
robot
are you
legs.
doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah
You
I knew
can
could
play
never
this
do
game
anything like
with a
this.
justifier gun
I've
too,
changed, Jamie.
but
These 40 years have
you'd
changed
need
me.
a old
I can't
CRT
believe it.
TV for it to work.
What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain
Ooh,
it to you?
look at this. This is so extra.
Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all
It's
that has
just
come to
an
pass
awesome
here.
part
57
of a
years ago,
cutscene. Just a full
I was
page by
obsessed
itself in the manual.
with my research,
just for
yes,
no reason other than it looks
and with
awesome.
you, Jamie. At the time, I was still
They
young.
don't even give you
having just
manuals anymore,
graduated
let
with my
alone
genetic
something like
engineering
that.
degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant.
Wow.
Your beauty.
Act 1,
your smile.
Snatch. The investigation proceeds as you gather
saw something
information
in
and
you that
make
I
deductions.
never felt
Act
with
2,
women of
Cure.
my own
Puzzle
country.
solving and shooting scenes are in this
my
thrilling
cold,
act.
young
Act
heart,
3,
Jamie.
Junk.
You
All
opened
the
me up,
mysteries of Snatcher are
couldn't
wrapped up
stop
in this
my
dramatic
feelings.
ending.
Elijah.
It breaks them down. That's kind of cool like that.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was
Ooh,
crumbling
wow.
around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my
There's a lot
father's
of concept
trust,
art in here.
and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project.
And in-game scenes.
However, my
Look at that.
happiness
Look how good that
did
looks.
not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was
His name was
ruined.
supposed to be Jillian, but then
arrived
people
and
were like,
joined
hey
our
man,
project
that's a
team.
chick's name. And he was like,
Far
wait,
from home,
are you sure? And
Jamie
they're like,
found
yeah.
comfort.
And you're like, alright, then it's
From
Gillian.
the same land, your relationship grew quickly, and all I
differently.
could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and
Weirdly
even
enough, no
had a
in-game
child.
picture of
Carrie.
Katrina.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed
Wow,
from the
Jean-Jacques.
project, but
Wow.
I
Look
persisted.
at how much Jean-Jacques
Jamie,
Gibson
I
looks
always
like
wanted to
Freddie
be
Nielsen
near
in that
you.
picture.
And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well.
Jean-Jacques' concept
The
art looks
Cold War
so
was
much
over.
like the Snatcher
The
that ended
hardliners
up
who had
killing
pushed
him.
for its development was stripped of power and the project was cancelled.
The
There's some
reformers
Mika
trying to
action,
cover
too.
up the existence of such a crazed project ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed.
I always loved that name,
and that
Mika
we stand
Slayton.
trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to
Nice
their
art
homeland.
of, what's her name?
That's about
Isabella
the time that
Velvet.
I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a
Really little, I
CIA
know.
agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out.
Harry. And there's Napoleon.
I'm no
Isn't that funny?
politician.
Because he's the
I
informer.
couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was
Benson.
my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That
They
is when
used
I
that
decided
screenshot twice
I
in this manual
swore
for
I
some
would see
reason.
that secret
That's the same
crazed
one they used
project
for
through to the end.
Benson Cunningham.
At the
Oh, that
time,
one's the same one they
Bioroids
used
were
for Harry, too.
80% finished. The main part, their
They're double dipping
endostructure
on
was
their
essentially
graphics in the
completed.
manual.
But we still were having
Oh
trouble
man,
with the
5
artificial
Junker
skin,
bylaws.
the area that Jamie and
This is
I
all
were
gold.
assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of
Wonder if
course
I
no
can get
need
this
to
on screen.
duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or
What's
endocrine
he thinks
cells.
to be frank?
All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to
Nah.
provide the pigment.
I'd have to bend
With the
it.
artificial protein development
bend
techniques that
something
we
like
had
this.
in those days,
5 Junker
full-scale synthetic
bylaws are
cell
laid out
development
on
was
here
very
though.
difficult.
It goes
Research
into
like this took
the lore.
months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country.
Oh, that's right.
In other
In the
words,
very
a
beginning of the
whole
game, they
nation
call
or an entire
Gillian and
city had to be
Jean-Jacques
snatched over the
runners,
course of one night.
and they differentiate
For that
that
reason,
from Junkers as a whole.
A powerful
But
biological agent,
they don't
which
really
could
use that
quickly and
term after
effectively
the
kill the
intro to the
population of the
game.
country was being
Forgot that was even in the
simultaneously
game.
developed.
Here's a whole section on what the
Lucifer
scanning warrant
Alpha.
is about.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing.
Oh, that's a really
For
good picture
someone
of
like
Gillian,
myself,
too.
who was closely involved in the
Yeah,
project,
these pictures,
blowing up the lab was
they're
quite a
good.
simple task.
They're good. Bounty Hunter
My
program.
God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying?
Average
That
bounty hunter
explosion killed
salary,
half the world's
1.5 million
population.
credits. Average citizen
All the
salary,
materials and
250,000
records
credits.
essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter.
There are only 500
and executed my
registered
plan on
bounty
June
hunters.
6th.
Illegal bounty hunters,
After sealing off
approximately
the lab,
10,000.
I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric
There's
research
so
satellite
much.
to transmit a wake signal when the
Why
danger
would you
from
pull out your
Lucifer
Junker
Alpha had
ID in
passed.
front of the
And
abandoned
10 years
factory?
later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival
There's
system
a
failed to
cutscene
work.
of you pulling out your ID in front of the factory. You go save John
it
Jock
worked.
out.
Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and
one
everything, you
more.
should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Gear.
Oh, I was. But by that time,
Metal
the vaccine
Gear.
L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point.
Love it.
But my real struggle was yet to come.
$1.15 per minute
My
for
original
live
plan
support
was
from
to
a game
revive Jamie
counselor.
as well,
If you call
and for the two of us to finish
1-900-896
the development of the Bioroids.
Try to call the number.
You, Gillian,
Yeah.
you were to stay
Yeah, right.
asleep
Thank
forever.
God. It's been
But I
so
just
long.
couldn't bring myself to do it.
Please.
Not after
Please.
looking at Jamie's
What can you not figure
peaceful
out about the
face there in the
biohunter
pond.
snatchers?
Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project
Anything.
anyway. I knew the time was not
Are you
yet
trying to
right,
use the justifier and you don't
changed
have a
the timers
CRT
of your
TV?
pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
There we go.
And so
yeah.
for the next 40 years,
Just going
I
back in
worked
its
alone
case.
in that cold and lonely
One more,
room
one
under
more
the
for the
Kremlin,
fans.
trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers.
Ooh.
For days
I
and
always
days, no
loved
one
this
would visit
cover.
me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side.
Nice.
You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark
Paid a
cellar.
pretty penny for this
Oh, you
bad boy.
poor, poor man.
This is my white whale in my collection.
And
I got
then,
it for my
3
birthday.
years ago, my
2 years
research was
ago
finally
now, I think.
completed.
I think it's right.
Yeah, it
First,
does.
I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all.
Does not know about Blade Runner.
Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter
So I have
how
an
much
interesting
science
way
advances or how high we set our ideals,
introduce him
we eventually begin to suspect
a
each
lot
other,
of people
to
might
hate
not
each
even
other,
know about.
and then to kill each other. The Snatchers
Marvel
are nothing more
Comics
than a tool for bringing out this
from
reaction.
November
I am
and
simply
October
using the Snatchers to elicit
1982.
the true nature of the human
A
animal.
two-part series.
I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater
Marvel
level of
Comics group
prosperity on
Blade
its
Runner.
own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected
Look at
by
this.
these trivial
Did
episodes
you know
of mistrust.
about this?
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of
Look at that.
course they
Blade
wouldn't.
Runner comics.
But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods. Indeed, a
Gillian.
new race of super beings. We are almost there.
Look at
Once
that.
we perfect the artificial
Who
skin,
knew Marvel could
Snatchers
have
will
Blade
transcend
Runner
man to
comics?
become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a
All right,
sample of
so-
the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells,
October 1st,
epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
82.
What are you
Blade
talking
Runner.
about? How could you get a sample of
Comics.
perfected artificial skin?
That's
Why don't
they
you
ate
take a look at
50%
this?
of their plot from that.
Let's go look at that.
We found this in the rubble of
That's
Queen's
Spider-Man.
Hospital.
November 2nd, same year. Gillian, right?
Basically, the hair's a little different.
Random.
Well, he's just in rain there. That's all.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
Yeah, so
He's a Snatcher?
that's who Gillian
That term
is. It's
isn't
Harrison Ford.
exactly accurate.
Funny enough.
This bioroid was constructed by my
And
father
it's
without
not
my
the
knowledge.
best example,
He
but
modeled
that's
it after
totally
me in
random.
my youth. He
He's
built it
wearing
right
the
here in this
exact
facility.
same costume as
And not only
character.
that, he programmed it
Also really
to
like
destroy
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Snatchers. This
How
bioroid
is that with
caused
his
me
face?
serious
Oh, he
difficulties.
got all messed up. He got
It's
exploded by a
designed
phase
and built
particle
far better
beam.
than my Snatchers. The
Yeah, it
machine
does look
itself
like
thought
that.
it was human.
My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood.
Yeah,
Those two
looks messed up.
were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort.
I figured out Modner was random backwards when I was 9 years old.
Even the Bioroid
I never
itself
noticed Hajil was
believes itself
Elijah.
to be real.
But I did notice that even
the
when I
cells
was
of the
younger.
skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are
just
completely
junk
shut
now.
down. It's just scrap now.
Oh, he says
But the
scrap.
artificial
It's funny
skin
because
is being
Metal
kept
says
alive.
junk in that
This
same
we
delivery
need.
earlier.
With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing
What do you
holds
mean?
us
That
back
was your
now that we
main
have this
idea.
perfect skin.
Like, why are you
we can go
suddenly abandoning
anywhere
it?
we want, and there will be no way
That
to
was your
tear us
main
apart.
idea. Now you have a
I will
completely
have
different
free
plan.
control
Why?
over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me.
Didn't your plan work?
Politics
Didn't
and
you get
free
to the
thought will
Kyoto?
no
No.
longer have
Didn't
any
you?
meaning.
No, we got the
My will
Snatcher that was going
alone
to go
will
to
decide
Kyoto
the
Summit.
course
That's
of
right.
human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the
If you didn't know, this is directed by Hideo
Scores of new
Kojima.
Snatchers are being born.
So any of these camera angles,
But no matter how
or
hard you
whatever
try, you
that
won't
you
be
like,
able to snatch the people's
that
heart and
dude.
soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Oh.
Metal!
Yes.
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss.
I love that
Everything in
line.
a 2
The
to 3
beam
kilometer
cannot
radius from me
miss.
will be destroyed.
Damn,
Stop
man.
this foolishness
I'm
now.
guiding it right
I
now.
will not have my research
That's what he's
destroyed
about
by
to do.
some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently
so
imposing a
crazy.
quarantine on Neo
How did he
Kobe.
get up those stairs?
What? Do they intend to kill
He
everybody?
came from behind the stairs, but that's a pretty good
Populace is in a
point,
state of
actually.
panic.
How's he gonna get
However,
down?
they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian,
I don't know what a
Jamie,
phased
you two
particle
must
beam
flee.
is, but it sounds
You
devastating.
insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of
I
here.
love
And this new
Metal's energy
artificial
in this
skin has to be
scene.
destroyed as well.
I will not allow some
shows emotion.
talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you are the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one
this is
and
a
take
pretty
him out of
solid
here.
plan, really.
Do not see the dynamite.
We have hundreds of Snatchers. Even if you blow yourself up, we can just move your corpse somewhere else. Hello! You're saying they could have had another shootout scene here.
Cowardly little robot.
Being
You
brave as
always
fuck,
were a
man.
real pain in the butt.
And Stone Cold.
What's that?
Any 90s wrestling fans?
What? How did...
That's a movie.
You're
Those aren't
supposed to be
pictures.
deactivated.
That's not a GIF.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
This is a sick song,
This
too.
foolish... Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you
how he
Snatchers,
busted out and
you
then
touch
ran
the
up
little
the
guy
stairs,
and the
got
old
behind him,
man's
and then
head
put him
comes
into
off.
Yeah.
Random!
Yeah.
I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
Love that
The
shit.
stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will.
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4
Looks
minutes.
like it's gonna happen anyway, dude.
And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Beast.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Give me a kiss
Gillian,
for you.
it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay?
Yeah,
Like we did for Little
like you
John.
said, simply
Little John?
vaporize. There'll be no pieces.
Okay, Metal.
But yeah, sure.
Hurry!
I'll pick
You
them
only
up.
have 3 minutes.
Thanks.
It's also funny
Thanks,
how
you
Jamie
two.
gets no
Jamie,
say
come
at
on.
all in this scene. She doesn't say a word.
No! Don't let her go! No!
Oh.
You pathetic old fool!
Yeah, he could have put a little
You don't
more
even
heart
know
into
how to
that.
love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
Not grinning.
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
So cool.
Random. There's less
So
than 1
cool.
minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Wasn't... Oh. So that takes the phase particle beam that long to hit? Like full 10 seconds already. He did a 3, 2, 1 countdown.
3, 2, 1.
That's directing, Mr. Kojima.
7th Mechanized Infantry Team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now.
Aww.
Wait
So
for
nice.
me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs.
It does look like he's wearing like a
Jamie,
face.
when I get back,
Like his
let's try
face is,
living
like,
together again.
glued on.
What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
13th Special Operations Squad and all Junker personnel report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these
I
beautiful
love this
women
art.
seeing you off.
That looks so
I'm
good.
happy you came.
Yeah.
Let me
yeah.
introduce my
Dinner with
wife.
Mika's still coming up.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing
Unfortunately, we
myself
don't
a
get to
second
see
time,
Dinner
though.
with Mika.
What do
we
you
don't
mean?
get a chapter 4
You've never
either.
met them before, have
They
you?
set it up here.
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're
They
good
set
friends.
up a couple new plot threads that
Since
we
when?
never got another
It's the first time
Snatcher
I've met her
thing.
in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone
And it's
a lot
been-
of times.
What? Have you guys
20
been talking
years?
about me behind my
30
back?
years? 30 years. Oh my gosh, this is a 30-year-old game.
Snatcher remake coming soon.
Alright, time is coming up soon. Not quite yet, but the next screen has 2 inputs. Almost there. Alright, we're closing in on that WR Here we go. When
So
we
if they
see Mika
finalize what they're
saluting,
going to do about junker
there'll be
operations,
2 inputs,
I
and
suppose
then
this
it'll
will
be
end
time.
up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
We don't know who it
Well,
is.
it's
We never get
comforting
to
to
find
know
out.
I've got a place I can come back to.
And then this whole Harry plotline, there seems to still be a kid Harry. That's what they allude to. Oh, 1, 2, time.
Whatever you do, just come home
Damn,
safe,
that's
okay?
it. That's it.
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Good shit.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
That's it. That's it. That's sub 350.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
That's a new world record.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you,
That's
Jamie.
about an 8-minute improvement, even with that, like, 4-minute mistake when I flashed my ID at the club.
Metal?
Yes, sir.
Woo.
We didn't have a good frame to work with.
Thank you
So this
guys.
is just a temporary
Thanks
body.
to everyone
Just
who
call me
watched.
Metal Gear.
And everyone in chat.
So they found your memory chip in one
Commentator
piece, eh?
extraordinaire. Thanks for hanging out.
Protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh?
Yeah, live world record at a speedrun marathon event. Did it
Wait a
in
sec.
the amount of
I've heard
time I
that
said I'd
sneeze
do it,
somewhere
even with that
before.
2-minute false start too.
I didn't hear anything.
So technically that's a 10-minute improvement because I did restart the game after 2 minutes too.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Cool. Thank you, Shots Fired Domination 2023. I really appreciate someone allowing Snatcher in a speedrun marathon. As you could see, I demonstrated there were definite speedrun tactics. Yeah. It's a speed game. A non-traditional speed game, but shots were most certainly fired.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
That's it. Roll them credits. Alright, wow. Alright, I'm glad to pull that off. Like I said, I died a lot. I died a lot in practice for this. So, yeah, I was not sure I would nail that final boss. We got him.
It was the raid of 22 that gave you the luck.
Yes, that raid was awesome. That's my lucky number.
Yeah.
I hope I kept it as entertaining as reasonable. I had a lot to think about. Like, I showed a lot of the physical stuff too, which I hope some of you appreciated at least. I would have appreciated it. I love this game, but man, I have notes upon. I have 4 real full pages of notes. It's not. You can't just run through and get this game working. It's not a visual novel. It is not that simple. I'd like to sit here and make everybody listen to the end theme and all that because I love it and it's a great song. But I'm gonna let the marathon keep going, and I just want to say again, thanks so much for letting me showcase a game like Snatcher. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. World record.
World record. That's true. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to everybody
also
for hosting.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go. So until next time, keep it locked.